That's James's Psycho, who we dubbed Supernova in the game against the droids.
Scream of Lord and went, Psychic Maelstrom!
Oh dear. I wonder if he has a psychic power called volume control. We could cast it on you.
Yeah, Psychic Scream. So do we.
Striking Scorpion 82 is sponsored by VoxLink. The VoxLink app pulls all the amazing elements of our hobby into one place. Browse your favourite gaming content, keep up to date with tournaments, hobby classes, conventions, both local and further abroad, and link up with fellow gamers near you. Filter by game and distance, tailor what you want to see, and link up with who you want to play. Don't get isolated from your comrades, battle brother. Use VoxLink to stay in the fight. VoxLink will be free to download and use. At this pre-release stage, you can keep fully updated on developments by following the Kickstarter campaign. This pioneering app is set to take the gaming community by storm, so be the first in line for VoxLink. Link in the video description below. Alright, so 2,000 points. It's Tyranids, they're back, and they're going to take on James's Astra Militarum, a new list for him. But a classic, this one here. Very much looking forward to this one, to see the Tyranids fight across this desert terrain this time. So they'll be taking on James's Astra Militarum. Before I run through the Tyranids here, I mentioned the gold level Patreons. They get the names shouted out during our games, and also Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the battle. Then I'll call out the silver level patrons at the end of the game, and you can check out the end credits for all the patrons, including those supporting at bronze. Proceeds go to help support the channel and also SSWG Wargames Club, where we're filming at the moment. And it was SSWG Wargames Club which I joined back when I was about 14, and so they've been a major part of my hobby experience. So it's just a chance to give something back to them. So for the Tyranids, it's an adjusted list. I've continued on with this monster-themed list. It seems to have worked well enough. A challenge for them, though. They're going to have to weather a lot of flak here against the guard. James has got a lot of guns. We'll see how well the Tyranids cope with that. So it really will be an extreme test here. Points increases across about half of my units here, quite significant. But thankfully, with the Arc Zone detachment, I haven't had to take the compulsory 3 troops. So I've been able to reduce down the number of gaunts, and then take those 3 units and create 2 units instead, 2 larger units. So I've gone for the compulsory HQ choice, and then leaned over into heavy support, 3 compulsory options there, and then the rest of the units fill out that detachment quite nicely. So Warlord Trait and Relic been taken. I've got 4 CP available. It's quite healthy looking here for this Tyranid force. So I'm going to run these as High Fleet Behemoth. The main feature of these is reroll charges across the board. All the Psychers know an additional psychic power, Unstoppable Onslaught, which is basically +1 to the wound rolls when required. So HQ choice is first still the Tervigon across here. So Neuroparasite, and Unstoppable Onslaught, Psychic Power for her. They've taken the Swarm Lord, the named character, the Decapitator, as he's been known. We'll see how effective he is in this game. So Unstoppable Onslaught, Psychic Scream, and Onslaught being taken, Psychic Powers. Then taking a Neurophrope. So there's 3 key HQ choices being taken. The one that goes at the front, one at the back, and then the linchpin in the middle. So the Neurophrope. Here, taking a Warlord trait, Direct Guidance, so it's possible to hit rolls. In the command phase, it grants that to a unit nearby. Catalyst, Neuroparasite, then Unstoppable Onslaught being taken. And then I've taken a relic here. It's the Resonance Barbs. +1 to Psychic Test, very useful. And I know an additional power as well. So I've taken Onslaught and added it onto that Psyker as well. Termagants, 2 squads now, or 2 units instead of 3, but I've bumped them up in size. It's 2 units of 20. It's a nice healthy size for those. Then on to heavy supports, the main lump of the army here. A Tyrannifex has been taken with a Rupture Cannon, taken an Exocrine as well, and then, yes, 5 Carnifexes here in this list. So a brood of 2 here with their Crushing Claws and Enhanced Senses being taken for those. And then the Heavy Venom Cannon shooting option for them. Quite effective, actually, their firepower. And then it's a brood of 3. It is Screamer Killers. So a nasty cluster of those. I've given them Adrenal Glands just to give them a bit of a boost. And then they are fast across the board. But they're going to have to weather, I think, a fair bit of firepower to make it in. That's the list here. It's 2,000 points exactly. So then before we switch over to have a look at what James says, I'll call out the Phoenix Swords. That's top level support and channel membership. So we allocate them to units here for all of our games. So Longbow BB adds onto the Tyrannifex here. Nate Miller onto the Exocrine. The Shooty Carnifexes, Gut B and Andreas Stur. The Screamer Killer Brood, Daniel Cunningham, Vagabond and Mephisto. Chris Comiskey onto the Psyche here, the Neurophrope. Peter Grant's just joined us, so we put him onto the Swarm Lord. Ben Shaw onto the Tervigon. And then Amy Almo and BPP Wargaming onto the Gaunts here for this battle. So that's Phoenix Swords allocated. We'll take a look now and see what the Guard have in their list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Astra Militarum. Look at all these cards laid out. All this stuff.
I know.
This hyper-organisation here from the guys.
We love it! Maintaining discipline to please my fellow subscribers and supporters alike.
I'd love to see like 5 Carnifexes just storm across this, stamp over everything and eat half of your
Although
stuff.
we'll do exactly the same with our tanks and crush them under our treads.
We shall see. Can't wait to rip James's army to pieces. Go ahead. Tell us what you got.
Right, this is just under 2,000 points of the finest army group in existence. Our reputation precedes us. Glory is what it's all about.
You hear them before you see them.
Right, so we have the Born Soldiers trait because it is the most reliable one and it's the most narratively accurate towards the Cadian doctrine. So Born Soldiers, so any hit roll of a 6 is an auto wound, and for morale they get the officer's leadership as well. So that's the doctrine there. It is the Signs of Omen detachment, so the main emphasis is on infantry. So we have 5 troops choices by the looks of things there as well. So we start off with the Warlord. So we have Lieutenant General Winston Atkins. He is in command of this detachment today, and he has the Warlord coin to represent who the Warlord is. So we have his Warlord trait, which is Old Grudges. I actually forgot to use that in the previous battle report. I remember that next time, or this time. So he has Old Grudges, and he's got a power sword and a plasma pistol, which was proven very effective in the last game. So he has a Lord Castellan, and then we have a Primaris Psyker, and he has got Smite, Night Shroud, and Psychic Maelstrom. He was crazy in the last game.
This was the last game, the droid game.
The droid game, yeah. Glory. Anyway, we have Commissar Ray Cross. He's been assigned to the Commissariat today. And then he is equipped with just a bolt pistol and chainsword. And then we have a Ministorum Priest, equivalent to a chaplain. So I thought, why not? He's equipped with a chainsword and a auto pistol. And then we have a Regimental Engineer, there to enhance the capability of the vehicles. And then we have Colonel Devin Matthews, who's equipped with a Power Fist. And he's got a las pistol. And then his clone friend, Ray Cross, is holding the banner.
Oh.
So he holds the regimental banner. And then we have George Whittle, who is in the Vox operator. George Whittle, a Vox operator. And then we have a medic. And then we have a melter gun, who Dylan Moore is in command of. And then we have a Master of Ordnance as well, to enhance the firepower of the artillery. So then we have JP in command of the Rattlings. So a few Phoenix Lords have been assigned to some of the units that have not had Patreons filled with. So JP is in command of that squad. And then last time I didn't even use the Ogre because that glory was so good. They didn't even have to wipe the blood off their bayonets. So we have Maxfield Knuckles. He's going to get a second chance. He wants blood. So I'm going to give him a second chance with the Ogrins, and he's going to represent the Bonehead, of course. And then Chris Comiskey has been assigned to... Oh,
you got to call him Knucklebone.
Knucklebone. Knucklebone.
Yes!
Yes! Knucklebone. And then we have the Sentinels as well, Armoured Sentinels. All three of them are equipped with las cannons. And Chris Comiskey is in command of that detachment there. We have Scott Costello, who is actually going to be in command of the artillery section today. So he is in command. And then we have 5 infantry squads. Now, these infantry squads are all WYSIWYG. I like to mix and match my weapons. So we have Sergeant Peter Nastro, Staff Sergeant Peter Nastro now.
Yeah.
He has been promoted. And then we have Mr. Exhaust. Yes, it is compulsory that I must supercharge my plasma pistol. He said he wants it for glory, and glory he will get. Through the fires of plasma, he will go. So then we have Harrison Leach, Guardsman 3rd Class, there. And then we have an autocannon fire team there as well. And then we have Corporal Caudle, who's in command of this squad. And we have... Who's that?
Midnight Miniatures.
Oh, Midnight Miniatures. Thank you for your support on my brother's channel. He'll be most pleased. And therefore he'll find the plasma gun.
I couldn't really make him a squad leader for the Gaunts, you see, because it's just...
Yeah, makes a bit of sense. But anyway, I will choose not to supercharge. So it's a little bit optional for him. Yeah. Yes. So Midnight Miniatures, he's going to take the plasma gun. And then we have Tyler Grizzle, who is in command of another fire team of missile launcher there. And then we have another infantry squad. And any Petrons here? Yes, we have Phil Marshall. He's a specialist guardsman. And then we have Marshall Cummings, who's in command of the fire team of las cannons as well. And then over here we have Patrick Darling, who's Corporal Patrick Darling. And then we have his brother next to him, Joseph Darling, who's in command of the sniper. He did do a good shot last time.
Oh.
He did kill a droid. So he's fulfilled his mission.
Done that.
And then we have a heavy bolter there as well. And then we have, these are Guardsmen 3rd Class. They're not quite as experienced as the Cadian Shock Troops. So these are infantry. So these are called Guardsmen. These are Shock Troopers, and Cassokins will be the Stormtroopers. So they're the elite of the elite. So these are just true regulars here. So we have, oh, is that in Phoenix Lord?
Yeah, Ed Fair in charge of the
Ed Fair is
squad.
in charge of the entire squad. So it's under Vox communication orders there. But leading this squad, we have Shay Strait, Cadian Sergeant Steele. And then we have Ryan Woolley and Matthew Tucker, that's in command of the Melter guns. So they're specialist guardsmen in that aspect there. Dedicated transport, we have Lucas Brown, Another Phoenix Law is in command of the Chimera.
I'm going to call these out.
You can do indeed.
So we've got Sergeant Donald Hammer.
Donald Hammer.
And it looks like the autogun's been taken up here. It's Anthony Leach.
Anthony Leach, yes.
Fighting alongside Henrik Persson.
Yes. He's a YouTube premium member as well.
Melterguns.
Oh, and a Phoenix Lord.
Yeah, Michael Fryer on this Chimera here.
Right.
Useful transports for sure.
So we have in command of the vehicles, we have Andreas Struer. He proved very effective with his Gatekeeper. And then the last battle of all, that is the Relic Gatekeeper. So that's the CP that I've done there. And I've gone for Daniel Baker, who's in command of that Lean Russ. And we have Marcus Fraser in command of the next Russ. And I'm going to call out my Elite Plus Patreon members that are supporting me through my channel. As you can see here, organisation from the previous games is a lot better now, rather than the standard wooden token. So I've got a proper certificate now of approval. So we have Marcus Fraser, we have Devin Matthews, we have Maxfield Knuckles, Winston Adkins, CJ Velasco, Chris Comiskey, Scott Costello, Daniel Baker, and Andreas Struer. And of course, I will shout out in honour in future games of what chapter you currently collect, as well as a regiment as well. So they have their regiment and the date they joined. So that is it, brother.
I'm outnumbered. I'm outnumbered by your stuff.
Tyranids outnumbered, a bit odd, but that's the way 40k can be sometimes. So, 2,000 points. We are happy. We're confident in our new codex. So, courage and honour. That's Ultramarines, isn't it? Oh, what am I doing? Cadia stands, and for the Emperor. Hoorah.
Hoorah. Yeah, we're outnumbered, but we eat your stuff. That's the difference. You don't eat us, but we eat you. And for every one Carnifex would eat happily about 20 of your men. So your army can shrink in size once the meal begins. We'll go on to scenario and deployment for this battle. Right, so we have a mission, randomly determined from our Oxfam Grand Tournament Strike Force size games. So it's the Scouring. We're fighting from end to end. That may suit the guard here. We'll see how this works out. James has chosen to go at this end of the board, marked by the red dice. Tyranids then marked by the orange dice, their deployment zone across here. All the objectives are no man's land. So both sides are going to have to push forwards. James may need to blow the Tyranids away and then push up. Or he may go aggressive. We'll see what he decides to do. Tyranids, we know they're just going to storm forwards for sure. So 5 objectives. It's sort of a pattern here of 1 dead centre and then 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives. So there's 5 in total. The control of 1 or more objectives that start the command phase, turn 2 onwards, is worth 4 points. If you control 2 or more, it's worth another 4 points. And if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Quite straightforward. It's the other part of the mission here for this game. It's all spec scan. You move on to an objective. You start an action at the end of your movement phase to scan it. It's completed at the end of your turn. And if you do that, it's worth 3 victory points. So you've got to push through no man's land, scan objectives. Any unit can do it. And then rake in some extra points for that. Nice straightforward mission from one side of the board to the next. We'll choose secondaries each, 3 each. Alright, so secondaries chosen for both sides. Tyranids have gone for no prisoners, so it's chomping through James's smaller stuff, the infantry and so on. There's plenty of them. We've then gone for bring it down, so destroying James's vehicles. And then we've also gone for raise the banners as well. Table quarters are tricky in this one, playing from end to end, but there's some objectives that are near us, so we could try and raise banners on those early on in the game. James has gone for raise banners as well. It's going to be a real push in the middle for dominance of the centre ground. James has also gone for bring it down. He'll get points for destroying monsters, and there's some tasty points available actually for some of my larger creatures. And then boots on the ground as well, which is table quarters. It's just occupying them with infantry units and also getting the banner into the centre of the table. James can pick up victory points for that. That secondary is chosen for both sides. We'll start alternating, placing units on the board next. Right, I just mentioned the battlemat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battlemat is from gamemat.eu. 6x4 on each side, just mark the edge of it there for our 9th edition games of 40k with those pipes. But you can get this mat in 60x44 for your regular games of 9th edition Warhammer 40,000. Then I'm combining it with 2 terrain sets from gamemat.eu. So it's the Rocky base the Rocky base set, which is this one here. It's the rocks, but with the base incorporated into it. That's that one, that one, that one. The missile silos there as well. And then also the desert rocks set. So that's these structures across the large rock set there, across the other side. So combining those two together, slight adjustment of the colour, just a bit of skeleton bone spray from Army Painter, just dusted across these just to get them to match in with this mat just nicely. And then some sand, just blending the whole thing in. A bit of AdMech terrain across here, and the board fills up quite nicely. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. The link for them is in the video description below. There's also a discount code that you can use as well. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Tyranids finished first, and James placed the last of his units. Both of us holding off heavy firepower until the end. We placed our artillery as late as we could, and James did the same with his tanks. So Tyranids clustering together. There's a number of buffs and bonuses for them, so it's worth them crowding together. Don't shoot at them, James. You'll provoke them.
They're already provoked.
A good point. So Tervagon in the middle. A brood here, but these are split off into individuals. The Screamer Killer's right here, as the Swarmlord just anchoring next to them. Gaunts just tucked behind. Terrain effects here at the back. We've got some line of sight blocking terrain. We've got some of it dotted around the board here. And then we have the exocrine on the right hand side. We've already discussed terrain. We're playing these as Militarum armoured containers. Infantry can shelter behind. Exposed position on top for all of these size ones. For the larger structures, Militarum, but also obscuring. So it's obscuring terrain here and here. This piece here, this cross-shaped piece of terrain, we're going to play as AdMech terrain across all of here. But this taller structure, we're going to run that as obscuring as well, just to add that to the board. This is obscuring, that is obscuring. The rest is Militarum armoured containers, a full-on crater there, we'll play that. And there's some boxes and barrels and barricades dotted around the board as well. So just around the other side to show you the rest of the Tyranids. So we've got Tervagon there in the middle, Neurothrope here, Gaunts, and then the Shooty Carnifexes on the left-hand side. So that's deployment done for them, no reserves, everything's on the board. James does have reserves, Sentinels, the Armoured Sentinels in reserve flanking. For him, what?
My mechanised force.
You're flanking with both units of mechanised. How interesting. Shock Troopers working on the flank. Abandoning this section here, this is interesting, and the Guard clustering across the other side. So, Mechanical Pack Rat, is that Warlord trait?
Tank case, I forgot to mention.
Tank
that,
case,
yeah.
right, ability on him.
Yeah.
So, Tank Commander's just here, and then he's just parked at the Tech Priest's house. This is where he lives. This is his home. Then across here, Guard squads, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ogren's on the board this time, meat shield, protecting, real bodyguard duty. Look at them protecting the characters just behind. So nice work there. I'll zoom in so you can see what's going on. There they are, look. That is proper bodyguard work, James. Nice. So that muscle can be used to push their way through the Tyranids when James counterattacks. Artillery here at the back, generally obscured but not entirely. And then double limb Russ here at the back also. And the Ratlings. Infiltrating in an inch over there. It's exposed up here, so but they've been a bit more cautious as they want.
There's no really good field of fire.
Yeah, they want to try and survive a little bit longer, perhaps, in this game. Right, that's deployment done. Tyranids can move fast. James boasts immense firepower here. I do have respect for the Liam Russ battle tank. James has 3 of them. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. I think both sides would very much like to go first. It's all down to the dice roll.
By the Emperor's will.
Stop it right there. Hold it right there. Haven't used Tyranids in ages. And there is a Patronic supporter who is a diehard Tyranids player.
Ooh.
Carl Roden,
Ooh.
who is just Tyranids. Ha!
Just Tyranids.
Take this, Guardsman.
Your turn first.
Yes. Dinner is served. 4. Oh, pressure, pressure.
5.
Blast!
Glory! I told you these dice were good. Watch my YouTube short.
Oh, cocked dice. Sorry. Sorry, it's cocked again. It's the same stone. Yeah, 5. So, reroll.
Cheat!
Move on. We're going to turn 1. It will be the Guard that get to go first. We'll see. I've obscured some stuff, but we've definitely got units exposed. So James will be able to unleash some firepower. It needs to be effective. These Tyranids must be stopped here. So we'll go on to turn 1. It will be the guard that make the first move. So we're on command phase. We'll let James report this one.
Yeah, so the regimental officer, or Cadian command squadron, he's issued orders to them, and any unit within 6 of the ordered unit with the platoon keyword, they get the same order. Mm-hmm. So all 4 infantry squads will have take aim.
Yeah.
And the second order, well, the first order from the Castellan issued an order to them to take aim as well.
Okay.
And the tank commander has issued an order to that naming Russ to pound to dust.
He's waving goodbye, look.
He's waved goodbye for some time.
Waving goodbye to the tech priest engines
like,
here. Right, so one change for Phoenix Swords. We've moved Michael Fry off the Chimera that's in reserve. We've put him onto the priest here in this game. So the priest can grant reroll. He's pretty significant.
He's a chestman, which reminds me, does his blessing come off?
Ah.
Which I will do now, actually.
Okay. Yeah, before we put him on the priest, Michael Fry, so it can be Friar Tuck, you see. The Friar's blessing, here it comes.
Yes. So all of them will have a 3+ invulnerable save. Models within 6 inches.
Okay. All right. So that's
and they'll get +1 attack. No, they'll get reroll hit rolls in.
It's useful to have then, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We'll let James make his moves here. Orders being barked out first of all. Engines will now rev. Boots will trample into the ground and start marching towards the Tyranids. James knows he must go aggressive. These objectives are in no man's land here. There's no back line to defend. The fight is for the middle ground. We'll move on to James's manoeuvres next. All right, so movement done. Not too much of a surge going forwards here from the guard. Ratlings have moved on to this objective across here. Any movement from these infantry squads? Not really.
No.
No, James cautious about the Tyranids. He has an idea of how fast they can move. You can see the 3 rushes here, which we watch with fear. They're lining up into
fear?
Yeah, firing positions. Look at them lining up here to pummel the Tyranids from maximum range. Artillery at the ready. So not too much movement really from the guard at this stage. They're going to try and soften up the Tyranids as much as they can with their firepower. I think it's a wise course of action. But in doing so, it does surrender the middle ground to the Tyranids for now, as no doubt what's left of them will push forwards.
Psychic phase.
All right, psychic phase. Okay, coming up next. Right, Night Shroud going onto the command squad.
Charge 6.
I'm out of range to stop this. It goes off
an 8.
on an 8, so all nice and comfortable so far.
It's -1 to hit them.
Okay.
That's it. Done.
Psychic phase finished.
Yep.
Shooting phase next. Alright, so we're on shooting phase. James is going to use the artillery across here to try and put some damage onto the Swarm Lord.
CJ Velasco, he is a bronze elite member.
Okay.
So 2d6 shots.
And these are called field ordnance batteries.
Field ordnance guns.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do both at the same time. I may re-roll one for a CP, depending on how much shots I get.
Yep.
Oh, only 4 shots. And I'm going to keep that result.
Oh boy. So what do you need for hits then?
Normally it'd be 5 because it's out line of sight, but for take aim, I get to get +1 to hit.
Got it.
And it's a further AP minus. That's an auto wound. Reroll 1s because the Castellan is in 6.
Okay.
Which is just 1 wound.
1 auto wound.
AP minus 3.
Minus 3? God, all right.
Because of the order.
Yeah, I don't want to lose any damage here. We'll go for Peter ammo and we'll try and block this from coming through. What damage is it?
2.
It's damage 2. I'll try and block this. 4+ invulnerable save for psychic barrier. Blocked. Ha! We spit back at you.
Okay. Next up is the
those shells going off in amongst our ranks. They'll be like taking a baseball bat to a wasp's nest, James. It's
this tank.
Not wise. Yes.
It's going to shoot at them.
It's Marcus Phrase.
The front one.
Yep. Okay. So going into the Carnifex is the shooty ones on the left-hand side.
Dust.
So what order is that? It's giving you maximum shooting?
Pound to dust.
Pound to dust. Okay. I've put Indomitable Monstrosity on that model, so you deploy them as a brood, all within 6 inches of each other, and then from that point onwards they count as individual models. So James is selecting that individual model to be shot at, and I'll place the stratagem on him. So wounds, rolls of 1, 2, and 3 will always fail. So it's
Can I borrow one of your Patreons?
Borrow, yes, of course. Are you looking for someone Imperial?
Yes, it would help.
How about Dragums?
Yeah.
Cadians.
He's a faithful lad.
Okay. Lock and load with the Patreons.
Patreons. Just double check the amount of dice. I have 9 dice because of the maximum firepower.
Go ahead.
So hitting on 3s. Turret weapon.
Turret open, yeah.
It's an auto wound.
Mm-hmm.
Strength is 8.
4s.
Force
Because of the
wound
stratagem.
regardless.
Oh, it's helped. There's 2 3s in there. Oh, it's made a huge difference.
AP minus 2.
That's 2. Okay. Okay, Carnifex's run a 2-up save. Tyler Schwab. Necron player. How many? 2?
Yeah.
At -2. 4-ups. Tyler Schwab has a habit of getting 4 pluses for his Necron, so yes, please. 1 comes through.
2 damage because -1 damage because of the Carnifex.
Carnifex, yeah, okay. We will take that. We'll save it. We'll save our command reroll. So 2 wounds taken, dropping down to 7 wounds left. Las Cannon next, same target. 4s.
Missed.
Ooh. Okay, so that 1 rust finished. Every bolters are out of range, by the way.
Now, tactically speaking, the tank commander's going to shoot the back one, so you don't get your benefit for that one.
Yeah, right, fair enough. James is just going to try and
I'm going to
bypass the stratagem here.
That's strength 10.
Yeah.
It's good against toughness 9 models.
Yes.
So I'm going to hold it.
So you're not going to fire the Hunter Killer?
No.
How interesting. Okay.
So Gatekeeper has 6 plus 3d3 shots.
Do you realise we shoot back? We do have heavy guns of our own.
I'm well aware of that.
He's well aware. Okay, so be careful. We do eat and bite and scratch. We also shoot with stuff. Things like this, the Rupture Cannon. Nasty stuff. There's heavy venom cannons across there on the Carnifexes. So James can shoot with his tanks, but we can fire back with our monsters. No problem. Carry on.
I'm going to call upon one of my Patreons. I'm going to do...
Are you nervous yet,
Marcus
James?
Phrase. No. Absolute confidence.
Okay.
D3 shots plus 6.
We'll monitor James's mood throughout the course of this game.
D3 shots plus 6. And that's 7 shots.
So what would it be? Turn 1 would be... The word to summarise James on turn 1 would be optimism. Yeah? Everything's good. The potential's there.
Actually,
Turn 2 would be something like... Fear? No.
I'm going to spend
Frustration. Sorry, carry on. Go on.
Command
Yeah.
point.
Yes, go ahead.
It's called Ingrained Precision. So for 1 command point, it becomes 5s to auto wound instead of 6s.
All right.
As well as 6s.
Nice.
Hit it on freeze.
This is the tank commander.
2 auto wounds.
Because you've got 5s, yeah, okay.
My dice rolling.
Oh boy.
That's it. Strength is... That's it. 2 auto
So straight autos, yeah. That is very helpful.
AP -3.
Right, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 ups, 5 ups, 5 ups. Darren Gardner here. I need help. I really want to keep this kind of effects alive. 2 5 pluses. Would be wonderful, Snake Eyes!
That's 4 damage.
Instead of 6, right? Yeah, 4 wounds. 5 plus. We're gonna lose him. We're gonna lose him. Leave it. Take it. Knock him down. 2, 3 wounds left. Ouch. Last can next. Potentially finish
4
him
to
off.
hit. 5 to auto wound.
Hold on a second. You're firing at the back one, aren't you?
Hmm?
You're firing at the back kind of effects.
Yes.
Yes. Bump him back up to 7, and put the other one on 4.
4 wounds remain.
No, 5. 5, 5, 5.
wounds, yeah.
5, 5, 5. Okay, that's all right.
So 4 is a hit.
Yes.
3's to wound because your stratagem has not been activated on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a wound. And that's AP -3.
3, yeah. So 5 plus to try and block this one. Okay, we'll go Xenos dice for this. Come on, this is big enough. No, hold it right there. I'll come on, reroll now. Blocked.
Okay.
5. Oh, that was big. What would the damage have been?
D6.
D6 -1.
That would have been a...
Oh, just the 1 wound. Oh, okay, we're surviving here. We're surviving. Armor holds. Damage coming through. Both Carn effects is very much alive.
Back one.
A plucky guardsman on the las cannon. That's Marshall Cummings.
Stood still.
Go ahead.
Hitting on a 3 with take aim.
Which Carn effects? The back one.
Yeah, back one. That's not been enhanced. 1 is re-rollable because of the regimental standard. And this one also wounds.
Oh.
-3.
Another high pressure roll. 5 plus to block, right? 6! Hatch it in. Oh boy, we're holding.
Auto cannon. From the other squad. Same target.
Go ahead. Carn effects is that weathering
1
damage
hit.
quite well.
No
No
wound.
wound. James going after the Storm Lord. There's a missile launcher in position. Going to fire through against him.
Crack shot.
Yeah, it's Tyler Grizzle in charge here.
Missed.
Missed on a 2. Missile shot comes flying past.
And I've got a heavy bolter.
Yes.
Range 36.
Yeah.
And I'm in range with this one.
One at the back. Yeah, go ahead.
3 shots. Reroll 1s because of the regimental standard. That's 1 hit. And no wounds.
No wound.
Strip 5.
So we've still got Daniel Baker's Russ
Yeah.
available. Alright, so Daniel Baker's Russ is going to fire across here with everything it has. Full payload going into the exocrine here. So 1 artillery piece against another. Oh, it's pointed to my Patreon. So you're looking for Tyranny players. There's not too many looking for guard players. There is a good few. Ah, here's one of your friends. Maxfield Knuckles.
Yes. Maxfield Knuckles.
Okay.
He's in charge of the Ogre's auxiliary detachment in this fight. So it's D6 plus 3 shots. Battle cannon.
Oh, just the
It's
one.
just the 1, so 7 shots.
This dust doesn't suit James's army too well. Gets into everything. Into the gun barrels, into the ammunition, into the sighting equipment, into your sandwiches. Go.
So 3's to hit primary weapon.
Oh, that's good.
That is 3 auto wounds.
Wow, good volley.
Toughness.
8.
Strength 8. So 4s.
Force to wound. There's another 1.
8 -2.
-2.
If you fail all these, that's 12 damage.
Pop, 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 pop. A friend. Michael German. So I need -2. 4s. Oh, can't complain.
6 damage.
6 damage taken, yeah, we blocked 2. Okay, so 6 wounds caused.
Heavy bolters.
Exocrine exocrines. I think they start off with a pretty good number of wounds. They start off with 15, you've caused 6. I'm down to 9, James. 9, 9, 9. Here we go. Heavy bolter shots.
1 or 2 wounds.
Yeah.
And 4 hits.
Okay.
5 to wounds. Another wound.
Okay, so 2 come through.
-1.
-1, okay. Yeah, just checking. Exocrine does start off on a 2+. So 3s. Blocked both. They are tough beasts. Lascan, it's an important role, this one.
That's a 4.
4, yeah, on the edge of the board.
9.
3s to wound. No.
And I'm just going to leave.
Just going to leave it.
I'm going to save my CP.
Okay, James has got 4. We've got 3. Rattlings going against the Swarmlord. 5 shots.
They are hitting on 4s.
Cheeky monkeys.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Strength 4. Nothing. I'm going to scarper 5 inches.
Okay, and away they go. Okay, with the scarpering little hobbits, that's the end of the shooting phase. Obviously no charges to take place. We'll calculate and see if any points have come through. Firepower erupting from the guard at long range. Damage minimal, limited.
That's not
here.
the plan.
Oh.
I know we wanted to kill stuff early.
Yes.
Fine. But we're going to try and enhance our defensive capability.
Right, James wants to defend here strongly. It does mean sacrificing much of the board.
Spend loads of CPs.
So your options are go in head on straight away. Could be very messy. Hold back, soften, and then counterpunch. I think that's the route that James has chosen. 'Tis his destiny. We'll calculate points and finish the turn here for the guard. All right, so end of turn here. A few points have come through. James wasn't meant to shoot with the autocannon team there. They went to scan. Yeah, they went to scan this objective. So 3 points have been picked up for that. 1 point for boots on the ground. There's loads of platoon infantry units inside this table quarter. So you get points just for staying alive, James, with your infantry. 4 points to 0 at this stage. Tyranids do have some ground to cover, but they have mobile artillery that can support them as they go in, and many of their units can move pretty quick across the board. So the breathing space that James has, this may not be too long, we'll see. James's plan, Tyranids will come forwards. James to blow them away and counterattack. Tyranids to swarm in with enough numbers to try and overwhelm the guard. We'll see which plan works. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Tyranids next. Right, so command phase for the Tyranids. There's a fair bit going on for them. I've given this Carnifex here objective secured. That came from the Swarmlord. The Swarmlord through Synaptic Link range has then given reroll hit rolls to this Carnifex here. Oh, this one here at the back. I've regenerated a wound as well with a stratagem. And then we've put reroll +1 to the hit rolls. That came from the Warlord trait from the Neurothrope. And then the Tervagon has used her once per game ability to grant +2 move to high fleet units within range of her, just to give them a bit of a boost here on turn 1. So we're going to movement phase next. Alright, so Tyranids, it has been a surge from them. That's where they started. They've burst out across here, so moving nice and quick. 8-inch move across here, 9-inch move across here. A couple of these Carnifexes are given an extra 2 inches with the Tervagon. They're in 6 inches and they get the +2 to their move. So that negated some of them when they crossed this barrier across here. This one's rolled well. It's the Mephisto Carnifex is the furthest forwards. I think it's made it to there. Swarmlord's moved up. A good roll, advanced roll from him. Gaunts have moved around and raised a banner on this objective across here. Another Carnifex has pushed through the gap over there, and then Daniel Cunningham's Carnifex is just there. So it's a big swing around on this side. Then across the other side of the board. It gave birth to some Gaunts and have then done a regular move across and raised the banner across here. Then this unit's advanced and made it to here. A good advance roll from them. Roll a 6 actually. Carnifex's regular moves from these, pushing through in this direction. Tervagon's moved round, so she's exposed now, but being shielded by Gaunts at this point. Neurothrope's moved up, just linking up nicely with the rest of the army. So Tyranids were here, and they've shifted across to there. So they reached the halfway point across the board. That's movement done. We're going to shooting phase next, or psychic phase next for the Tyranids on turn 1. Right, so we'll go with the Swarmlord first of all. So we can see the Rattlings here. They have taken up position within this terrain here. So the obscuring doesn't count. So we shall try and smite them first of all. See if we can fry them. So that goes off on an 8. Do you want to try and stop that? Otherwise, D3 little rattlings will be frazzled. He's got a psyche, you see, that can block. But at which point to do it, there's more psychic powers to come. It's a painful decision. No? Oh, James. 2.
Yeah, take them off.
Take them off. 2 gone. Right, 2 removed from play. Samwise Ganjin, Frodo Baggins, gone. And then we'll scream at them as well. Psychic scream. Ooh.
Failed.
Failed, yes. Oh, come on.
To kill rattlings.
To kill rattlings, I know.
You're saying I'm useless in this game.
No, I'll save the CP. That's too precious to use on those. It's just part of their protection, isn't it? They're so useless. People don't take as much effort to destroy them. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Next up, the Neurophrope at the back. Tervagon's out of range of hers, so Neurophrope at the back. Catalyst onto the front. Shooty kind of effects. So it's a 6. We need a 5 though. Oh no. 5 plus 4, no pain. It'd be mighty useful. I'll CP reroll that one.
Who's casting it?
It's the Neurophrope. I think it's range 24. Have a little look. No, clear. Come on, reroll. Now that goes off. So 5 plus 4, no pain. Got a little counter for that. We'll stick it onto the front kind of effects just over there. Just 5 plus to ignore wounds coming through. That's psychic phase finished. We're going to shooting phase next. So we've got terrain effects just over here. You can see through without touching the terrain across there. So we're looking at the Rupture Cannon, which is heavy 3. I am hitting on 3s. It's strength 14, but you're toughness 8 now, aren't you? So yeah, it's going to be 3s.
What, toughness 8? Yeah, it's always been toughness 8.
Okay. So I'll patronise this one.
Hold on a second.
For sure. Oh, he's going to play something. Well, I'll pick a Patron whilst James is checking his stratagems. There's not many Tyranid players for help. Ooh, Tyranids, yeah, Chris Comiskey. Aha. Okay. We're going to rupture out some firepower. James checking his stratagems. I'd have, yeah, we're going after him. Daniel Baker's tank. -1 damage.
-1 damage.
Ablative plating. 2 CP. Come on. It's draining James's CP. How many got left now? 5. 3. Okay, so here we go. Needing 3s. And we're using the Chris Comiskey dice. It's bang on average. That was a 5 there. Can't command rear or anything like that, so 2 make it 3. 3s to win. This is big. This is huge if these wound. 3s. Yes, they do. Right. So we're looking at AP -4. 2 saves of 6 plus. If these go through, it's D6 plus 4 damage each time. -1 is D6 plus 3. Bit of pressure here. This is high damage.
How many shots is it?
3 shots. 2 came through. 2 wounds have come through. So
Is it
it's 2 dice.
-1 damage per dice roll?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call upon Scott Costello.
For both rolls.
An elite member, Bronze Star.
So you need Scott to get you a 6, at least. On 2.
On 2 dice.
He must use his guard dice. Look, he's going to go looking for him.
Astra Militarum symbols mean glory.
No. Oh. What are you going to do? Let it go through?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2 damage.
Yeah. So 3 and 3, 6. Oh, no. It's in total, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So it's 5 becomes 4, and then 6 becomes 5. So it is 9 damage taken. Ouch. So look at the Exocrine next. Different kind of firepower from this thing, but it's heavy for sure. Attempted to go after these guns, but this presents more firepower. I'd rather go after the rust this time around. I can see those guns, but we'll try and bring this rust down if we can. I thought it would take 2 monsters to try and do it. So Exocrine here. I'm still in my top bracket. Got 9 wounds. Going to fire the bioplasmic cannon. Heavy D3 plus 6 shots coming through. We'll commit this to a friend. Samuel Pellinari. So we'll go for the number of shots first of all. 2 plus 6. So we're looking at 8.
Exocrine, this is?
Yeah, this is the Exocrine. Looking for 3s.
Did you move?
Did move. Monster though, so cool. Okay.
Strength.
Strength 8.
Toughness 8.
Force to wound. Oh boy, this is going to run tight. This is going to run tight. So, because I'm damage 3, but now damage 2 because of your stratagem. How interesting. Okay, so you will die if you don't save these. It's AP minus... Whoa, they made it AP minus 4. It used to be minus 3. So 6 is required on 2 dice. Otherwise, pop goes the tank. No. Oh, no. Target destroyed. Tyranid firepower matching the guard.
Explode. Actually, hold on a second.
What can you do?
I'm going to spend a command point.
For what?
And do Vengeful Salute and target that model that shot me.
Okay, good one. Do you explode first of all? I think you might have to.
I have to roll to see.
See if you
If
don't
I do
explode.
I don't get it.
Don't get it right. Okay, just don't roll.
This is a stratagem on standby.
Don't roll a 6. Simple as
1. Perfect. And I used your orange dice as well.
Oh, there you go. Anytime.
So we'll spend that CP.
You can fire back at him.
And
He's already damaged actually, so James could.
Vengeful Salute. Use the stratagem in your opponent's shooting phase or in the fight phase with an Astra Militarum vehicle model from your army is destroyed but did not explode. Do not remove the model from the play. It can shoot after its attacking wound, making attacks. The model can only make attacks with the turret weapons that is equipped with.
Yeah.
And the ballistic skill is 5+.
Oof.
After resolving the model's attacks, you can then removed, and the model has the battle tank armored keyword.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only 1 command point.
Okay.
So I'm just going to select a target.
Yeah.
What killed me?
Exocrine. And you already damaged
Toughness.
it. Toughness 8.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it for him, I think.
Yeah, James will shoot back here. We reckon it's turret weapons. A ballistic skill 5+, and then +1 on top of that. It's going to be 4s for hits. Correct us if we're
And
wrong.
as it is a Vengeful Salute, we are going to salute the 57th Hallowed Bombardiers with Lieutenant General Winston Adkins.
Okay.
So he's going to do D6 plus 3 shots for the 57th.
Oh, 2.
2.
So 5.
Yeah, 5 shots.
You'd still be potent enough here.
Dice are really low today, I don't know why.
We're using the red dice, James, which usually he uses those for the Tyranids when he uses them. You need your grey dice for the guard.
So hitting on, well,
4s.
red is for blood. So 2 hits, that's an auto wound.
Yeah, and then 4s to wound on the other.
And then force to wound on the other.
Didn't get him. And it's minus 3.
Minus 2.
4 up. No.
3 damage.
3 damage, yeah. Dropping down to 6.
And remove the vehicle from the line.
Yeah, vehicle's gone. Okay. But we're happy enough. Tyranids have knocked out one of the tanks here. It erupts in smoke. Alright, our firepower's not over yet. There's the tank commander across there. We're going to go at him here with these 2 enhanced senses carnifexes here. So we're going to go for the heavy venom cannon.
Smoke.
Pop in smoke. Okay, so we're going to hit on 4s. Enhanced senses hit on 3s. Back to 4s again for smoke. And then the front carnifex is on +1 to hit rolls. It was blessed in the command phase. We're on 3s with 3 shots. And we'll dedicate this one to a friend. Don't all shout out at once. Bilk the Zog Puncher. We'll call upon other Xenos friendly factions. 3s. Toughness.
8.
Strength 9.
Mechanical pack rat. 4s, regardless.
Yeah, touche. Haha. 2 go through. Trouble. Because we're looking at AP minus 3.
5 up.
4 damage.
4 damage?
4 damage. Eat it and weep.
No.
No, 8 wounds caused on the tank commander. Tyranids. Exchange of firepower here. As both sides close in, or the Tyranids try and close in at least. What can you do?
13 wounds, so it's down to...
Yeah, it's down to 5 left. We'll repeat with the carnifex at the back. This one's been blessed with reroll hit rolls. So we're hitting on 4s, but rerollable. Same target. 2 hits, rerollable. Smoke saved you there. But 2 wounds to come through on 3s. Yes. 2 more saves of 5+. If you fail both of these, it will die. Patronic Friend. There's loads stacked up here. There's loads of Imperial players. In times of need, the purest of the pure, Andrew Swan, Ultramarines and Custodes player.
Go for it.
That is about as loyal as you can get. You need help. The Emperor bless and protect. Oh, he's blocked one. God, 4 damage taken. 1 wound left on the tank commander. Ouch. Tyranid, heavy guns. Nasty stuff. 1 rust down, 1 tank commander teeters on the brink of destruction. I'm not sure if we've got any kind of firepower that can finish him off, which is a shame. For us at least. We'll figure out if there's more firepower. I think there's some still to come. Yeah, we'll go Bioplasmic Scream. We'll scream at the Rattlings. So, number of shots, 5. -1 to hit rolls. We advance, -1 to hit rolls. Terrain, -1 to hit rolls. But it's a total of -1. So, looking for 5s. Got 1. 2s. Yep, -4. 1 Rattling.
-1 to hit Rattlings as well.
Slimed to death. So, one of those gone. This one will fire through. Can see through to this squad here. So, number of shots, 5. Blast. 5s for hits against -1. 2s for a kill. Yeah. So 1 model slain from this squad. So model removed from this squad across here. That's those 2 done. No firepower from him. They're too busy. There's this one. The other kind effects can fire at this squad across here. Again, Bioplasmic Scream. 5 shots. 5s.
Oh, you're nice.
2s. Yeah, 2 guardsmen. Melted here. Their skin melted from their flesh by this
6+
acidic vomit.
Save, actually.
Oh, where's that from?
The priest.
Oh,
So
go
I have to
ahead.
take those 2 off.
Those 2 there. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'll save 1.
Blocked 1 for the Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Yeah. So I'll take off 1 of them.
Okay. Fire attack doing his work. Yeah, I was going to play Scorch Bugs on these, but they're 20 strong. It's going to cost 2 CP. I've got 2 left. I could do it, but I really want to save them for other things. So I'm going to just get normal shooting at range 18. We're going to go against that squad just next to the Tech Priest's house. So 12 of them. Looking for 4s. -1 because we advanced and then +1 added back on because of the blessing. That was a hit there. So that's not bad. It's okay. 3s to win. Oh yeah, 5 saves at -1. So 5 saves of 6+ save or invuln.
Well, it's models win 6.
Yeah, 6s regardless. None. 5 casualties caused. Ouch. Okay, that marks the end of our shooting phase. Bit of morale to resolve here. Rattlings and this guard squad have been hammered. We'll check morale for them. See what points have been picked up here for the Tyranids. But healthy enough, their firepower has proved to be more effective than the guard here, sending out a signal from these beasts. They do bite back with range. Okay, morale. Yeah, the sniper's gone. Rattlings busted morale, lost a model, and the remaining model James rolled a 1, so they are well and truly have left. Busted morale across here, and it was 2 Patreons gone. Joseph and Patrick, darling, deciding to run away to live to fight another day. So just leaving the heavy bolter behind. That's morale resolved. A little bit, a few units starting to buckle under the pressure.
They weren't within 6 of the officer. So
but damage is not too bad. You've still got 2 Russes alive. James has still got armoured sentinels that could arrive, flank. He's still got 2 units of mechanised infantry. So he really could start to bring reinforcements in at the right place here to put pressure on the Tyranids. This battle is far from over. A strong signal sent by the Tyranids, but if they start dropping monsters, their strength will start to diminish for sure. We'll see if James can do that. He does have the potency. We'll see if he can. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the guard. They've got to make a dent on this rapidly advancing Tyranid force. Alright, so command phase here for the guard. James will give us a rundown of what's going on.
Right, so issued an order in 12, same order, pound them to dust. And then I've issued an order from the Commissar to that unit there, and then therefore, when they've received that order, within 6 inches, they get that order as well. Show them steel, show them contempt. So
he's trying to protect his guard with cards.
I roll a wound on a 5+.
Yeah.
The wound is...
You're trying to protect your guard with cards, James. Look, paper barriers.
Yeah, paper barriers. I've ordered from the Castellan to fix bayonets with the Ogrins. And I ordered the second order to them to take aim.
Okay. Trial phase done.
The other thing as well is I was out of 3 inches, so I can't enhance the 5+ invulnerable save to any of the vehicles, unfortunately. But I wanted to get him out of line of sight in case it did die.
Okay.
But the other thing as well I did was the priest. He rolled a 1 for his prayer, and that was it.
So Ron James's movement phase here. There is another guard player at the club who's been painting guards from so.
Yes.
So we're going to showcase his models here. It's Kane here at SSWG War Games Club. I'm going to show you the models. I think these are brilliantly painted. So classic sort of guards from colour scheme. Yeah, real good work. So
I love them.
Kane's a lot quieter than James. You're welcome to replace James on the channel anytime. You're quicker at painting. He's got more stuff painted up. There's officers here.
Sack me on the spot.
But the resculpts from Games Workshop for the guard are just astronomically good. I mean, they're absolutely brilliant. Each model is I mean, look at that. Really, really nice.
Very
so, mightily impressed with these. They're really good. He's gone for like a swampy kind of wet, like a World War One trench.
Sort of World War One type, just mud and chewed up ground to it.
Yeah. Brilliant. It matches in with the colour scheme really, really well. So, very, very nice indeed. And then a lone Custodians model as well. Is this for another army?
It is a test model for a Custodians project that I've not started yet, but needed a test.
Yeah, nice with the black plumes and the golden armour. Okay, so that's Kane's models. Leave your own comments here to encourage him as he builds an army for the guard. Hoorah. Right, we'll go on to James's movement phase next. All right, so James is taking insults here, saying his guard are going to hold back, so he's decided to fix the bayonet and push forward. So we've got a surge here from the infantry pushing forwards with the command party as well. Guard squad ahead, so the range has been seriously closed here. Look at the guard, how close they are to the Tyranids at this point. Artillery ready to support them as they push forwards. Infantry squad, an army commander here at the back. Tanks in position across here. So did you... Yeah, I can see. 2 wounds have been restored onto the tank commanders. He's back onto 3. Armoured sentinels have arrived. There's no need for them to push too high up the board. So they've arrived with their Lascan support. And double chimeras have turned up over on that flank as well, pushing around the sides of this Tyranid force. So reinforcements have arrived. We'll go on to psychic phase next for the guard. Night Shroud to be played here on the Ogrins.
Goes off 9.
Okay.
Try and deny.
Yeah, I'll try and stop it, just with one of my psychers. Him. We do, 11. Ooh. Okay, blocked. Okay, psychic phase finished, shooting phase next. So, Chimera that sneaked on that flank is going to offload everything it has into the smaller unit of Gaunts that's holding on to that objective.
Lasgun array.
Yeah, rapid fire range. Oh, that's auto wounds, there's loads of them.
Wounds.
Not 4, 6.
Okay. Hitting on
4s, yeah. There's a couple of wounds, maybe. Another 1, yeah. 7.
5s.
5s. Oh, we respond with a good roll. Oh, I've used the red dice, thanks a lot. 3 casualties taken. So we'll take those 3
Heavy
there.
bolters.
Mark them up. Yeah, there's firepower still to come.
1 hit.
Yeah.
Wound, AP -1.
Yeah, okay, 5+. Oh, 6s, sorry. No, another casualty caused.
Multi-laser.
Does your multi-laser count as a turret weapon?
It sure does.
3s to hit then?
Chimeras are really good now.
Not bad at all, yeah, go ahead.
3s.
All of them. 2s.
Good strength 6.
Oh, 2 more.
2 AP -1.
6s. No more, 2 more brought down. Good shooting.
Soften the infantry.
Yeah, it softens them up for sure. That's a good result coming through that. Well done. Yeah, next is the commander. Is he on his lowest bracket now? He's on 3 wounds. He still could be, yeah.
Heavy
okay.
bolters
Yeah.
are going to shoot at them.
The Gaunts, yeah. And the rest of the firepower. Are you going to unleash the Hunter Killer? You are, right, okay. So Hunter Killer, Battle Cannon, and Las Cannon going on to that second Carnifex. It's got 6 wounds left here. So
I'm going to call upon a Patreon to
I'm going to pay us.
my firepower.
Yes.
I'm going to call upon Daniel Baker. He is a bronze elite member.
I'll pay a CP to knock James down to 1s, 2s, and 3s, foul to wound with Indomitable Monstrosity.
Okay, I thought you would. So this is D3 shots because the gatekeeper. Yes.
Maxed. 9 shots.
Nice shots.
Carnifex in trouble now. James may well better bring some monsters down this turn.
Do I enhance the firepower for 1 CP? I've got 2 command points.
Okay.
I'm going to save them.
Oh, both got 2 CP each at this point.
I was going to do ingrained. Do you know what? I need to kill models, so I'm going to spend a CP and do ingrained precision. So 5s and 6s do auto wounds.
Nice.
Hitting on 4s. This is a turret weapon.
Oh, because your damage profile, got it, yep.
That's 4 auto wounds because of the ingrained precision. And take away the other one.
Yeah, try and wound of another. Yeah.
4 plus. Doesn't wound.
Okay. That's the stratagem save me. James rolled 3.
3.
Right, 5 pluses. This is big. The artist known as Vij. 1000 Suns here. Blocks 1.
6 damage.
6 damage. 6 wounds left.
Dead.
Yes, it's going to die. Can't kill. We'll leave it. It's gone. Well, I don't think we explode. I'll just roll dice to see what happens. We'll check the rules if we don't know. Okay, so I think when they die, it's only enemy units anyway.
I spent the victory. I did it so I wanted to spend it on victory points. So I killed a monster. That's why I spent the command point.
It's fine. Carnifex destroyed. Well done. One of them's gone. Right, so that's Gut B, Phoenix Lord destroyed. Carnifex gone. They lose a bit of firepower. It's good shooting so far.
Heavy bolters.
This will encourage the guard.
That's an auto wound.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, because it's not turret yet.
Actually, it's going to be
no save.
A miss. Because 6 is to hit because of the damage bracket. Forget.
Okay. Yeah, well you got a 5. Oh no, 5. There is no +1. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No, because the damage bracket, isn't it? Okay. Correct.
Yeah, we've done okay. It's it should have been 5s to hit, which those 4 that came through is fine. Yeah. The one that James did count as a hit on a 4+ didn't wound anyway, so all good. That Carnifex is dead. It won't come back.
Right, now the undamaged Liam Russ, which is commanded by Marcus Fraze.
Yes.
Because his tank is gone, sadly.
So who's going to shoot at? Spot for choice, yeah.
Spot for choice.
Right, so next, Marcus Fraze, his Liam Russ, is going to offload into here with everything.
The heavy bolters are going to split and they're going to target the terminals.
Okay.
So do the heavy bolters first before I forget. Hitting on 4s.
Okay. 2
auto wounds. AP -1.
6s. No, 2 gaunts gone. Yeah, well done.
The las cannon.
Mark them up for morale. Shouldn't be a problem, no. Yeah, here we go. Las cannon shot. Single shot coming through.
Yeah, I called upon one of your Patreons, please.
Marcus Symphony.
Come on, Marcus. Give me that 4+.
It's Dark Angel's player.
Better. That's a 4.
Which is a hit. 3s to wound.
3s to wound. So 2.
2. Ooh.
And not going to spend CP.
Okay. Main battle cannon next.
I'm a bit upset. Not having 6 of the commander would have been +1 to wound as well.
That'd have been useful.
It was the artillery I wanted emphasis on more. So, so it's D6 plus 3 shots.
Yeah, we'll continue on with Marcus Symphony if there's 5 power.
Yep. Here we go.
3, yeah, whole face on the
so
dice.
6 shots.
Turret weapon, right?
Oh no, pounds of dust. Forget it. 9 shots.
Oh. Good placement of orders.
Yep. 3 on 3s. That's good.
8 hits.
8 hits. That's 2 auto wounds.
3s to wound on the rest.
3s to wound on the rest.
4 more.
Okay. AP -2.
Total of 6. -2. 4 ups. Need a really good roll here. And it's not a good roll at all. That is 8 damage.
8 damage. Do you have 5+ ignore damage?
No, it's actually on that Carnifex across there. Well remembered, but I wish it was on there. Okay, so 8 damage, down to 1 wound left. That's not good. I think I... God, no. Command reroll now. Eesh, rather not. Nathan Paxton. for this one. This will really help if we can... Yes, we do block it on a 6. Okay, significant. 3 wounds left on this Carnifex. It's almost been slain, though. If I can just keep them alive.
From here, long range, going to do some pop shots over to there.
Okay, right, squad at the back. Las guns into the gaunts across there, and then a las cannon shot. You can see through the crater there into the Carnifex at the top.
I'm going to do Lance Cannon, Nick Winger Patron, please.
Yeah, how about Nicholas Lucas, Imperial player?
Hitting on
4s, yes.
That's a 5.
Nice.
Old grudges are in the Warlord trait, so it's 2s to wound.
Whoa. Come on. Come on, reroll. Poor James. We're both on 1 CP left here, both of us draining command points. It's the easiest roll. Always burnt his last CP.
Oh, rolled a 1 again. What would the damage have been?
1!
Where's the dice?
He threw the dice. I would be tempted to on a 111.
I rolled a 5.
Oh dear, do sympathise with James. Next.
Next.
Guardsmen, rifles, plasma guns, or rifles, las guns. Rifles across it, they can't see. We've pre-agreed this was line of sight blocking just to balance the board out, so couldn't see through here to the gaunts, so no further firepower from them. Las cannon's okay, it was on the end there, and you could see through against the Carnifex. So press on, more firepower to come. Some units have pushed through into this terrain, such as the Ogryns. Their Ripper guns are available. Alright, so Ripper guns, 18 shots in total.
4s.
Do you get auto wins?
Auxiliary troops. I will double check. There's only 4s to hit. And
Oof, just those. Okay, we reckon they get it. Correct us if we're wrong. So it's going to be auto wins.
-2.
Just guts them, destroys them straight away. Yeah, they're gone. 4 hacked down there with the firepower from the Ogryns. That pushes us up to 6 casualties on those. Right, next up, we've got this squad here. Plasma gun, rapid firing. It is Mr. Egg Sauce. He's going to go into here. And then the autocannon is going to go into the Carnifex as well, and the las guns into the gaunts.
Hollywood time.
Mr. Egg Sauce. He's got an auto wound and no supercharging. Well done. Overheating.
-3.
Got it. Got a wound. He's chipped a wound off. Well done. Good for him.
Now the autocannon.
Autocannon, yep.
He moved.
Yes.
So,
5s.
5s. Missed.
Okay, and then las guns into the gaunts. Yeah, it's this squad on the end. Las guns, by the way, picked off 1 more gaunt. 7 casualties in total. Firepower from a las gun from the heavy bolter team, and the heavy bolter itself picked off another 2 gaunts. Decent firepower from the other Chimera. It took out another 4 gaunts, so they've been really riddled here. There's just 6 of them left out of that 20-strong squad. Still more firepower to come. Yeah, 40 mind. All 3 Sentinels now will direct their firepower against the central Carnifex. It's not got any kind of protection. It's only got 2 wounds left. Screamer Killer, yeah.
Yeah, I need to call upon a Patreon, please.
How about Blood Angels Ryan?
Yeah.
James's blood is up. Okay, so firepower coming in from him. 4s?
1 auto wound.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
-3.
-3.
5+. I'm starting to get irritated. Raycross. Doesn't take much to annoy the Tyranids.
D6.
No.
Dies. That's a 1.
It's a 1 facing. What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do.
One of those cursed ones.
Oh, he's plagued. Plagued by bad dice. That's it. Let the frustration out, James. It helps. It fuels your energy to fight more vigorously for the Emperor. Chant. Do it. Chanting is great.
Glory!
That's it.
Glory! Glory!
Chanting's great for relieving stress. The Emperor protects. It's just, what can you do? Have you fired everything?
No. I'm just
What's
thinking
left?
about firepower.
Yes. You can't think about lists. You've got to think of the here and now. You've got what you've got, and that's what you've got.
I've got to kill the Screamer Killer. And I'm going to use my artillery to do it.
Whoa. These guys.
Yeah.
Fresh off the painting desk.
Fire!
0 in on the central objective. I think that's
Sergeant Costello with his artillery.
Okay. So, glorious models from Games Workshop. The resculpts are utterly incredible. Total revamp on the guard. They're absolutely fantastic.
I'll change my mind.
What's the 2 mean on the shoulders you've painted?
That's the number of the actual vehicle. I'm doing them out of 12 in a company.
Right.
So this lot will be number 1 all the way working up to 12. So I'm doing historically in World War II, doing it World War II style.
Pairs.
So they would have 2 batteries of 2 of the field guns.
Yeah.
Then they would have 2. There are 4 anti-tank guns, and then they have 4 rocket launchers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the equivalent of the Neverworth. They had them in 6s, but
Yes.
to keep it symmetry, I like it in 4s.
Brilliant.
That formation's what forms a company.
They look great for Apocalypse.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think the Aegis defence line, one of the sculpts is actually shaped to fit on one of those guns. So, yeah.
Okay.
I've changed my mind, brother.
What's that?
I'm going to shoot at him.
The artillery?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because I have line of sight to you.
You do.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate all my firepower into that.
Okay.
I think we'll be okay when we do some Overwatch, if you decide to charge.
Whoa, that's brave words. So one can see, one will go indirect, so it's going to be different for each gun.
Yeah.
Scott Costello here. Take it away.
So here we go. So this is the 4+ to hit.
The non-line of sight.
Yeah, non-line of sight. So 4 shots.
4 shots, okay.
So you're hitting on 4s because it take aim. 1 auto wound.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'll reroll 1s because of the Castellan,
Nearby, yep.
which misses.
Okay.
And it's strength 7,
Tough to say.
but old grudges +1 to wound because we're in 6.
Go ahead. No, just the one.
Just the 1.
AP minus 3.
3.
2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. 5+. And we'll go Carry Kunkel for his help here. No,
2 damage.
because it's usually 3.
No, it's just 2 damage.
Oh no, sorry, this isn't a kind effects.
Just 2 damage.
4 wounds left, James. It's still doable. Still
That's why I
doable.
targeted it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I will do the other gun, which I'm going to call upon David Matthews. He is a courageous member, a Silver Star of the Army Group.
Number of shots. This is big.
Come on, Devin. 4.
4. Respectable. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, we're hitting on 3s because I have line of sight to you. Okay. 2 auto wounds at AP minus 3.
Oh, you have 1.
And 4 still wounds.
This is a big roll, James. Oh, it's that
And
dice there.
that's 2 4s.
2
so
4s,
it's going
fine.
to be 3 wounds at AP minus 3.
I have to pass 2. Carry Kunkel. We don't.
And you're dead.
We're
6
dead.
damage.
Oh, dear. There's a bit of destination. I think it only affects enemy models. So victory points picked up as well. It does explode, but it only affects enemy models within 6 inches, so that's fine. So, does that mark the end of the shooting phase?
Not quite.
There's a little bit left.
I've got an infantry squad in amongst the AdMech terrain.
Here.
Going to try and do some damage against the Screamer Killer.
Okay. So this is Midnight here, one of the attacks.
1 hit.
Yep.
And no wound.
Okay.
And I have a cracked missile launcher.
Yeah, moved, so...
Moved, so... 5.
5s.
Reroll 1s
reroll 1s.
because of the regimental officer. And 4 is a miss.
Okay, and it's just laser guns. Rapid.
Las guns at rapid fire.
15 shots with the laser pistol. The auto wounds will be useful, but it's the 2-up armour save is the problem against the kind of effects. Yeah. I think this is the last of James's shooting. It's been okay this turn.
3 auto wounds.
He's happy, he's happy. 4s for hits.
Another auto wound. My heart is racing at the moment.
He's feeling the strain.
6s! Yes! 5 wounds.
Okay, 2-up saves, no problem. This is on Mephisto. Ooh, we passed them all, no problem. Ting, ting, ting. Okay. Okay, so shooting phase finished. No charges to take place. Bayonets fixed here, but not voluntarily going in. For resolve points picked up here, but it's been not too bad from the Guard. They've had their revenge against a couple of these monstrous creatures. Exocrine's gone. That's one of the main artillery units here for the Tyranids. That's gone. And we've lost more firepower. One of the Carnifex has been removed from play. So James is balancing up quite nicely. As other casualties have come through, still the potency remains of this Tyranid force's battle is far from over. We'll calculate points to the guard at this stage. Alright, so turn comes to an end. Morale's not a problem here for synapse range for the Gaunt squads. Points picked up, boots on the ground of a point coming in, bring it down, 2 points and 1, so 3 points, 4 points primaries, no scanning taking place. James did use the priest earlier on to raise the banner across here, but no points coming in this turn. 12 points to 2 at this stage. Points coming in okay for the guard, knocking out Tyranids units. But for Tyranids, they're shifting through the middle of the board, which means that they're on objectives quite nicely, so there should be a good number of points coming through for them as we go on to their second turn. Gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves. The Tyranids are coming. Alright, so turn 2 for the Tyranids. The command phase and movement phase all covered here. So, gained objective secured on this one, the command phase. Advanced rolled a 6. Made it to here. Then, the Swarm Lord shifted across to here, is going to try and push through. Screamer Killers are in amongst the guard here. We're about to try and break in, those two are pushed forwards as well. Gaunt's shifting forwards a little bit, and scanning. 9-inch move of this thing. It's now got a view down here against the artillery. And then around the other side of the board, Tyranids trying to breed themselves back into position here. It's played the stratagem that gives you D3 plus 3 gaunts. I've boosted that squad up and then put 2d6 gaunts back onto that squad. So she's been busy breeding as fast as possible to try and recuperate.
No CPs left.
I burnt them all. I used 1 CP to get D3 plus 1. I rolled a 1, so 4 back on there. Used another CP to restore 2 wounds onto this kind of effects here, so from 1 up to 3. The other one's pushed 3 as Screamer Killers. They're all moving 11 inches at a time. And then this regular kind of effects 8-inch move down this direction. It's got crushing claws, so it can shoot and then have a little nibble at this fish tank. So movement done, and then we scrambled across the dune here and spread out. So Gaunt squad on the central objective, Gaunt squad on this objective, and then clustered in between is the Neurophrope and the Turbogon. Given +1 to hit rolls again across to here. And that's it. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. Just to point out, Psychic augmentation, the Neurophrope activates it on itself. So +1 to Psychic test, +1 to deny the witch, and 5+ mortal wounds coming in against that target. So Psychic phase, here we go. So we'll go Smite. Super Smite.
I'm going to try... Oh, dear, no, double 6. Yeah.
We'll go Chris Hine. We'll turn an Imperial dice against you here for the number of 2. Right, 2 guardsmen frazzled. We shall scream at them as well, which goes off, I think. Roll 2 dice to try and block here. It's quite doable.
Yes.
He does. Right, that's been blocked. Okay, show them steel, show them
That's
contempt.
the order from the Commissar.
Yeah.
Tonight,
Restore guardsman back. Nice. Okay, we'll go Neuroparasite onto the squad just here from the Tovagon. That goes off on a 7. So how many men in that squad there? Is it fresh?
Yeah, yes, it's fresh. So that's 9 models.
Okay, so Neuroparasite here. Got to exceed your toughness.
Toughness 3.
So 4s. So 4 mortal wounds on that squad.
5 to ignore.
Oh, it's an aura, is it?
Yep, it's an order.
Wow, it's an aura order. 5+ is very, very useful. Block 2, nice, nice. Okay,
That's why I did that order.
Commissar Ray must have anticipated that coming in. Commissar Cross.
Commissar Cross.
Suits him well, doesn't it? An angry Commissar, yeah. So we'll go Smite across here from the Catalyst. So 4, 5, 6 because we're on +2 in total. +1 for the relic, and then +1 for our activation here in the command phase. So D3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds on that squad.
5 to ignore.
And James is correct, we reckon, to be ignoring these.
Yeah, it's an order. So, and add the platoon keyword. So, any other units within 6, they get it.
Okay, 2 more casualties. Next power from the Neurophrobe. On the stop of 1 slot, snapped at link range, you can jump from there and onto that lead Carnifex. Vagabond. Phoenix Sword. So, we'll try and make this go off. +2 to psychic tests is an 8. So that does go off. That's going to be +1 to the wound rolls.
They are
Abhumans.
They're Abhumans Auxiliary.
Yeah. Alright, so psychic phase is finished for the Tyranids. It's okay. We'll go on to shooting phase, an important phase for them coming up next. James popping smoke here, a nervous puff.
You'll have to do it.
On the tank commander. Okay, so it's that Carnifex over there. It's going to fire across there. 1 success will destroy it. I'll go Super Patronic on this one. Dave Humphreys. He's a Tyranids player. Ha! Usually use him for orcs, but he is Tyranids. So looking for 3s. I'm on +1 to hit rolls, so I'm actually hitting on 2s. Then I'm hitting on 3s because of your smokes. That has helped you. Those also
2s for Carnifex.
Those auto wound. Only joking. 3s to wound strength 9. God, there's nothing I can do about it. I've got no command rerolls left.
Wound. Mechanical pack rat.
Right, okay. Well, that 6 goes through. AP -3. This is a huge save, James, of a 5+.
Whose tank is it?
It's
Andreas Struers. Andreas Struers dice.
Oh, doubling up. The
5+.
The Emperor protects. Say us a quote.
Show them steel. Show them
Contempt. Take this, tyranny of filth. Oh, it's gone through. Command reroll.
Can't do anything about
Can't do it. Target destroyed. Does it blow up?
Oh.
It's next to the engine seer's house, James.
It doesn't blow up.
Okay, target destroyed. Lean Rust down. Oof, that's a blow for the guard. Tank commander gone. Right, next. This Carnifex here is going to vomit on your heavy bolter. So D6 shots.
Nice.
3. We're looking for, yeah, missed. Okay, so that's that one. Across there. We'll do the same with him. We'll vomit over there. So
Vomit where?
onto your heavy bolter. Just the 1 shot. So Bioplasmic Scream, and that's missed as well. So that's those 2 Carnifexes done. There's no firepower
Screamer Killers.
from him. Yeah, Scream Killers, yep.
They're not Carnifexes, they're a completely different mutant.
We'll fire. No. We'll backtrack up here. Him. Oh, yeah. We're going to fire down here and take on the artillery. So I can see the artillery can bypass the train and hit them. 3 shots, then 3s. And we will bless this with... We'll go longbow BB, stacking up twice for the mega shot. 3s. 2 hits. Strength 14, 2s to wound.
4.
Both go through. AP -4.
Damage is...
D6 +4. How many wounds do their guns have? They're dead.
Yeah, because they got 5.
Ouch. Okay. Targeted by artillery and destroyed very swiftly here. That's firepower. All the way from back here. But good shooting from the Tyranids Rex. Alright, so Gaunt's firing across here against the guardsman squad. They're just screening in front of the Ogrins. +1 to hit rolls for us, -1 because of the terrain. So hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 4 saves -1. 4 saves of
6
5
plus.
plus. Yeah, 6 plus.
5 plus and cover. Counts as cover as well.
No, it's not. It's dense.
Oh, it's not.
It's not light cover. No, you get dense for that
How many
-1
saves
tip.
is it, sorry?
4 saves of 6 for these.
Take one.
Block 1. Okay. 3 casualties taken. Patreons.
Harrison Leach.
Oh.
He's gone.
Ouch.
And the autocannon's going to have to go.
Oh, yeah, just taken out by flesh borers. Yeah. Going to that squad again with Stinger Salvos. This is coming from the Turbogon. 4s. It's good shooting. Stinger Salvo strength 5. 3s to wound. 3 more saves of -1. 6s. Squad's been picked on. Block 1. 2 more models slain.
On the same squad?
Yeah, same squad. They're just tucked in there.
Don't. Oh.
Now who's gone?
Oh, please. I don't like killing on my own patrons. I'm going to let the dice decide. I can't decide. I love them all.
So what are you going to do about it?
So I'm going to use a red dice.
Oh,
and
he's
I'm going to
randomising.
decide on a 1, 2 or 3. It's Mr. Egg Sauce. And a 4, 5, 6.
How many left in that squad?
3.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so you at
4,
1.
5, 6. It'll be Sergeant Nastro. Peter
Okay.
Nastro.
4 plus for Nastro.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, Exhaust survives. Okay, so 1 obscure guardsman
So
unnamed.
Voxman has gone.
Vox is gone.
And Miss Sergeant Nastro's gone.
And there's Exhaust.
Defiant.
There he is, standing defiant, plasma gun ready to go against the Carnifex. Oh boy, okay. So that's the situation at this stage. Trying to thin out the guardsmen here to get through to the muscle wall of the Ogrins. 8 shots into the Chimera. This is coming from the Gaunts. Needing 4s. Needing 5s. 1 save -1.
+1. Armoured tracks.
Great, 3 plus.
Saved.
Blocked. Okay. Okay, so shooting phase complete here. It's been pretty good again from the Tyranids, causing casualties against the guard. But now we're in striking range. Multiple charges lined up, especially these 2 Screamer Killers, looking particularly nasty. But James has the Ogrins right where they're meant to be, attacked as a shield and protector for these characters. We've gone to charges. And Overwatch, you got any CP left? No Overwatch, charges next. Right, no Overwatch and charges all going according to plan. Over across there. Carnifex has gone in with the Crushing Claws. And then I think this is worth zooming in for this one. So Screamer Killers have gone in, contacting the Heavy Bolter and the Ogrins. The other one's smashing through the terrain just here, taking on the Ogrins. And also Mr. Eggsauce, we'll just brush past him as well. So that's those charges going ahead. And then we've also got a Swarm Lord on the loose in amongst the terrain as well. We're going to Combat Resolution next. 9 attacks with the Swarm Lord. 2s. And then 2s for kills. 5. 3 damage each time. Alright, so I have time pushing in. James has removed all the casualties from the front, so I haven't managed to continue the combat. James will count as being outside of that combat for that squad. So they're just backed off against here. In amongst them is Midnight Miniatures. He's still alive. Okay, so we'll go on to Carnifexes next. Okay, so we'll go for the Screamer Killer across here. I'm going to put 2 attacks into the Heavy Bolter. Get 11 in total, +1 on the charge, and then 10 attacks base. And put the rest into the Ogrins. So we're looking for 3s. 2 hits come through, 2s for a kill. Yep.
-1 damage.
What's against the Heavy Bolter?
Oh, I thought you were going against the Ogre.
No, not yet.
Oh, no.
Heavy Bolter gone.
Yeah.
9 attacks now hitting on 3s into the Ogrins. Okay. +1 to the wound rolls for onslaught. So 2s, yeah, they're all wounded. And it's a total of 6 wounds to go through. Any kind of invuln save or protection? No, so going to cut through the armour. Damage 2 each time if it's -1 to the damage.
Yeah.
So, instead of 6 dead...
Which one did the attacks?
This one.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 off and you will not be in contact with them.
Yeah, see what James is doing. He's taking casualties from here. I'm stuck in against Mr. Eggsauce, who's actually become a hero now because he's diverted the single Carnifex. Over here, you stinky brute!
Come on then! Plasma in your face!
He's
What a legend.
So I now, he is a legend. I now have to direct 11 attacks into egg sauce. Right, brace yourself for scrambled egg, James.
He's just a specialist guardsman. And
He saved the Ogrins. God,
he'll be remembered.
Thanks, egg sauce.
You've been a faithful friend.
You good homie.
Threes. God, this is the demise of egg sauce. What a hero. Twos. Yeah. So, good old egg sauce. He's taken 21 wins. For the Emperor.
Oh.
Well done. That's it. That's all the attacks I could do.
Oh,
I had
fight back
to go against egg sauce. So I've tapped into the Ogrins with that card effects. So it's 3 Ogrins remaining. That -1 damage saved them. So both units boasting that here, Carnifexes and Ogrins. It's made a big difference for them. So led by Knucklebone.
Time for you to attack.
To fight back. Oh, hold on a second. We'll do that in a moment. We actually got to do Carnifex attacks across the other side, going against the Chimera. So 5 attacks for these. Crushing Claws into that Chimera so we can crack it open. Let's just get some help here. Andreas Stewart. The Patreon. 4s. Ew. 2s to wound. What's the toughness on this thing?
7.
7. Let's see what we've got here. Crushing Claw is +4, so we're on 10, and then 11. So no, it's 3s to wound. Oh, just the 1 goes through. There's nothing I can do. This tank's going to survive. Save of 6+.
Yep. Nope.
Okay, and the damage is D3. Yeah, 3 + 3. 6 wounds caused. All right, so Ogrins fighting away here. The Chimera did its attacks back. No hits at all coming through. So one of the Ogrins too far away is going to have to go into this one.
Ogrin
And then
has 4 attacks. And the Bonehead has 5.
All right, do Bonehead separate if you want. Do Knucklebone first.
Yeah.
He could have the glory here of
Do you know
bringing
what?
this Carnifex down.
Do you know what?
So what's he hitting on?
So he's hitting on 3s. The red one is the anonymous Ogrin, and
Go
this
ahead.
Maxfield Knuckles is dice.
Okay.
And hitting on 3s.
All right. 3 each.
Strength 6.
Toughness 7. 5s to wound.
5s.
Nothing from Knucklebone. Just the one from the anonymous
One.
Ogrin.
It's 1 wound at AP -2. The fixed bayonets.
Got it. Wound taken. Knocking it down to 2 wounds left. Would have been dead if we hadn't have restored some wounds in the command phase. So it's down to 2. That's the Vagabond Carnifex. And the other one, Daniel Cunningham fighting against him with 4 dice. Need 3s. 3 hits, good. 5s to
Real
wound.
ones. Oh no, it's for regiment. That's auxiliary.
Nothing. Okay, that's their attacks done. Alright, so combat's done across the board. Nasty enough from the Tyranids. Scarred, taking casualties for sure. We'll calculate points at this stage, but morale to resolve. Could be a problem here for the Ogrins. When you're attacked by Screamer Killers and start taking casualties, there's big minuses on morale. Alright, so turn comes to an end here. Morale busted down here. So it's just the missile launcher left from that squad. Ogrins busted morale, just lost the 1 model though, so there's 2 of them left. And then points coming in for the Tyranids. So 12 points picked up for primaries. That's the big points coming through. Scanned down here. It's picked up 3 points for that. No prisoners is about 4 points at this stage. Bring it down. Another 2 points for Liam Ross destroyed. And the 2 points for banners. Takes us to 21. If you're including no prisoners, about 25 points to 12 at this stage. So Tyranids do surge ahead. But it's still early stages here. Rounding off turn 2. As we approach the middle stage of the battle. And as we've seen in recent games from 40k, battles can swing drastically from one spectrum to the next, so the battle is far from over here for the Guard. Their numbers are down. They have taken a battering for sure, but they have some resources left. There's a fully functional Liam Russ available. There's laser cannon firepower available from the Armoured Sentinels, and bear in mind, across the other side of the board, James has 2 Cadian shock troop squads available. They have melter guns, so these Tyranid monsters are far from safe at this stage. If James does well and brings multiple creatures down, he'll be through to the softer Tyranid units. So the battle hangs in the balance. Tyranids have the advantage at this stage, but could easily be switched around. We'll go on to turn 3, the middle stage of the game for the Guard next. So we're on movement here on turn 3, middle stage of the game of the Astra Militarum. So second chance for James to kick back against the Tyranids. Disembarking here with the Cadian shock troops. In they go. melter guns ready.
These
I suppose you can
are
mix
true
them.
regulars.
Melter guns to take on monsters and las guns to take on softer stuff. Good. Chimera's moved around here, so James is going after this objective. This one's here, but disembarked onto the objective, ready to lay down some firepower. Sentinels across here. No need for them to get too close. They're going to offload of their las cannons. Ogrins and Psyker moving up here for close combat. Main battle tank, then Russ, ready to shoot. Yeah, Commissar's given the order to just adjust to
I
the
didn't know
movement.
they were in combat.
Yeah, no, they were against both Carnifexes, so Ogrins are pulled out of combat and been given the order to get back in the fight. So they can shoot or charge. Very, very useful indeed. Command party holding position. Just backing out of, well, not in close combat at all, the missile launcher.
The prayer
Six
has
available.
been answered. Three.
Three
I
plus.
rolled a 5. So 6+ invulnerable save for models within 6 inches.
Right. So, Freitag and his band of merry command men. It's holding position. Banner unmovable here. Squad behind backing them up.
Stood still. So first rank fire, second rank fire. So that means it's heavy 3 for the las guns, even at long range, which is perfect against them.
Against Gaunts, right, okay. So, not too bad here from the guard. We'll go on to their psychic phase next. Smite, to bring down a Carnifex. Now, this would be brilliant if this goes ahead.
That's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10. I must try and deny it. We'll use the...
Dreamer killer.
Yeah, I want to keep them alive. Oh, dear. We'll go for... I don't know, options here. Travis and Jen. To try and deny. Need a really good roll. Oh, no, it's not going to
D3 mortal wounds, and I'll call upon
a patronic person.
Chris Comiskey,
3+.
aka the Comiskey Cowboy.
Okay.
3+.
Got it.
Perfect.
Done
it again.
Yeah, nothing I can do. I don't think it gets death rows. Don't need to check anyway. Target destroy. It's the Vagabond Carnifex. If James can bring monsters down, he'll break this Tyranny force. There's a Carnifex removed
Second power.
from play.
Psychic Maelstrom.
Yes.
Into that.
No, greedy man. Charge value of 6 for this one.
Goes off
Goes
on a
off.
7.
I'll try and stop that as well.
No.
And we do not.
Witchfire. Psychic Maelstrom has warp charge value of 6. If manifested, roll a d6 equal to the result of the psychic test. For each 5+, the closest enemy unit within 18, and visible to the psyker suffers 1 mortal wound.
Yeah, so it's going to be 7 dice in 5s. Really good, James. Really good.
Caps off to max of 6. Take 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, good psycho work. Well done. That's James's psycho, who we dubbed Supernova in the game against the droids.
Scream Lord and went, Psychic Maelstrom!
Oh dear. I wonder if he has a psychic power called volume control. He could cast it on you.
Yeah, Psychic Scream. So do we. I enjoyed that.
He enjoyed the psychic phase. That's his little bonus each game, each turn. A good psychic
Games
phase.
Workshop. We need Wyvern Psychers back. That is a message. He's angry that he doesn't have his party with him.
So, we'll go on to shooting phase next. Another moment of truth here for the guard as they try to fend off the Tyranid assault. Right, that Carnifex across the far side. Indomitable Monstrosity being played, so 1s, 2s and 3s failed to wound.
Armoured Fist.
James playing reroll wound rolls on them. 2 melter gun shots.
2 melter gun shots. The sergeant with the las pistol is going to shoot into him. 2 in rapid fire against them and long range into them.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do a crossfire.
I think you should do individual heroes with these melter guns.
So these are members, so therefore they'll get unlock the Astra Militarum dice. Whenever they perform a
First one.
Voice.
In fact, let's see if I can call out the name from here. Tucker.
Tucker. He's just joined.
Okay.
Matthew Tucker. So hitting on 4.
Private Tucker, bring that Carnifex down. Someone
He's
missed.
failed.
Who's next? Who's next to him?
Next to him is Ryan Woolley.
Private
He's
Woolley.
a Space Wolves player. That's a 4. It's a hit.
4s to wound, not 3s.
Rerollable.
Rerollable, yeah.
Because of Armoured Fist Stratagem.
Come on, Woolley. Are you within...
Oh! AP -4.
Yes, and are you in range 6?
I am indeed.
God, I need a 6 here. Come on.
Come on, Ryan!
Scott Costello running out of options. 6 we need. No.
If I get a 6, you're dead.
Yep. Come on, Wooly.
Time to take another Carnifex down.
Oh, Patrick's to the rescue. Well done.
Andreas Straw.
Gone. Removed.
Gone.
Take him off. Whoa, that's a deadly blow. 7 wounds stripped off.
Hero!
Cadian shock troops.
Oh, anything here? +1 to hit?
No, it's all removed.
He won't be hitting now. We brought the monster down. Take it away.
Armoured Fist. Hoorah.
Yeah, well done.
Next is... Oh, Sergeant's Level. Oh,
Can you imagine him? Wooly, you did it. You did it, Wooly.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A man is not known by his medals, but by his scars.
No. From the Kelly's Heroes. Get me my medals. What is it?
Give me my uniform. I hear that the Germans across the river. Well, get me my uniform.
Right, 9 shots coming in.
6 is auto wounding and popping extra hits because they're shock troopers. So that pops a hit. Is that a hit?
Ooh.
And that's a hit there, but this one becomes another roll. So just auto wound, and that's 2 wounds in total. Oh, reroll, wound roll. That's it. Done. That's it.
But you're shooting at gaunts, that's why you're
Shooting
putting
at
gaunt
gaunts,
force, yeah. Okay, and we block none.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got models that can take cover there. We're counting those as big Munitorum containers. They're sheltering behind the rocks. So 2 saves on 4s.
Chimera. Here's them.
Yep. All right, so we've gone ahead and pressed on here with some firepowers. The other Chimera fired down. Managed to wipe out the squad across here. So look, on the objective nicely. Gaunts are across here, completely gone. Las guns are fired from this squad across here, and they've gone down and picked off some of the gaunts from this squad. There's 2 melter guns just at the edge, just there. Anthony Leach and Patrick Person.
Patrick Person.
Okay. So, available to fire into the mother herself. One at a time.
And we're going to do Anthony Leach.
Okay. Cook it up.
Yeah, just do it.
James is going to commit it to the Michael Fry dice.
Michael Fry dice.
So, Anthony Leach gets
5
that
to
hit. Wounding 4s. 1. God, no.
Too tough.
Patrick next.
Patrick. Auto wound. It's -4.
Oh, -4. We do have a 2-up save as Vagabond here. The last roll. I'd like to try and stop this if we can. No.
D6 plus 2 damage.
Oh, no.
And that's 5 plus
7.
2, 7 damage.
Oh, good damage. Oh, no. If Mother gets attacked, then we are truly in trouble. Good shooting from the guard here. Cadian shock troops and their transport vehicles flanking onto the side of this Tyranid force. They have proved to be quite...
Proper mechanised tank.
Cut lost.
Yeah, no, really good. James loves the Chimeras. They're a bit stronger.
More chimeras. I love them.
Okay, he likes them. So, Big Mama, she starts on 17 wounds. So actually dropped to 10, so still plenty of wounds remain. But a chunk of those wounds
I'm
have
going
been stripped
to
away.
fire
Las cannons. I see them in the corner.
the las cannons.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to shoot.
Into Mama.
Mama.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
3 shots, need 4s.
And I'm going
big.
to call upon
The last
the
Patreon.
last Patreon of mine,
Yeah.
Maxfield Knuckles.
Knuckles.
For the 501st.
Hoorah.
4s to hit.
Target sighted.
Auto
wound
and
and
a
a
hit.
hit. And Jeff James can get this wound. But even better.
That's a 4.
He's done it.
AP -3.
Finding myself rooting for him. 5 pluses. Oh, we block 1.
D6 damage.
D6 damage, yeah.
5 damage.
5. And what would the other have been?
4.
4. Would have teetered on 1 wound remaining. 5 damage though, Joe. Excellent shooting. Wow. So she's on 5 wounds remaining now.
-2.
Right, Ogrins and their Ripper guns going.
Because of the order from the Commissar, get back in the fight.
Okay, good
And
luck.
they have 3 shots each.
4s.
You remember that documentary?
Each.
Nope. Don't
That
remember.
kiddies program.
Nope. James gets random
Fours.
flashbacks here. 4s.
2 hits.
5s.
5 to wound. 1 wound. 8 minus 2.
4 up to block. We do. Okay. Pistol from the...
The command squad's going to shoot.
Yeah, pistol from the Psycho.
Everything
Missed.
over
Command squad's going to fire into this kind of effect. So we're going to roll up for Midnight Miniatures. He's in command of a melter gun.
there. With an armour bane.
James has done well with melter guns in this game. If you can get that hit.
Which it does!
Oh,
It's an auto wound!
He's jumping up and down. Save of a 6+. Come on. With Spitback Venom. No, goes through.
D6 plus 2 damage!
Can he kill it? Yes, he can. It's on 6
Come
wounds
on!
left. If you get that 6, you dare.
That's teaching one.
2.
Is that 2?
Soul facing.
Soul facing.
Yeah, both in agreement. So 2 plus 2 equals 5. 4, 3, 4.
3 damage.
Tyranids can't count. So knocking it down to 3 damage. So down to 3 wounds left. Carnifex is in serious trouble here. It could be taken out. Rest of the command squad to fire. Right, rest of the command squad's fired. Commissar's fired his pistol as well. No damage coming through against the Carnifex. It still remains with 3 wounds here. It's fully functional. Despite the damage, it has no damage bracket.
With take aim!
It's Tyler Grizzle. Right.
Loading slap! Ram it in, will you? Emperor be praised!
There
May
goes.
the Emperor bless this missile launcher.
It's such an important role.
This is a heroic Patreon as well. I will do the dice of honour. Needing a 3 because it still took aim. Ah, you let me down.
He's probably a bit nervous because there is a Swarm Lord next to him.
Yes.
Okay, can't blame him. Last cannon shot from here. Another hero, Marshal Cummings. Shoot into that Carnifex.
Marshal Cummings. 5's a hit.
3's to wound.
3 to wound. Old grudges. 2's to wound.
No way. Just don't roll a...
Oh, beautiful icon.
Not
Yes!
saved.
D6.
4 plus. Be a hero.
Yes! Sweet killer mother.
Oh, dear. Oh, we'll have to check death throws. I don't think he gets it, but we'll see. Oh, you're shooting at Big Mum. I thought you were firing down here.
No,
How do
I
you-
destroyed it.
That's
on
all right.
a 5.
No, I've got 5 wounds. And I just rolled a 6. She does blow up.
Supernova.
No, Super Mama. Super Mama. Oh, my arm is imploding on itself.
Give birth to my ice cannon, filth. Love it.
Love the glory.
Dear me. Note to self, earplugs required from now on. Oh dear. We had said
What a shot.
describe each turn for James. So turn 1 was optimism, turn 2 was despair, and turn 3
Is
is...
hope and glory.
Yeah, one word. One word, James. Oh dear. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think this Tyranid army's in trouble now. Serious trouble. You still got that Lean Rust?
Uh-huh.
Ah, you're joking.
And volley fire to me. To me.
And he's using sound weapons on us as well with his bellowing chants for the Emperor. But fair's fair. There's been some heroic stuff from individual guardsmen, individual gunners, making such a difference.
That's what makes the Cadian army. The Cadian planet may have fallen, but every guardsman will stand this day. Yes! You can imagine my fellow fans saying, "Glory, James! Glory! It's all about the glory! Come on!"
Yeah, no, that's old rules with where she blows up and destroys
Just
everybody.
blew up, I don't care.
Yeah, but closest enemy unit within 6 inches is your guard squad. They take a D6 mortal wounds. So take this. 6!
Ouch.
Ouch for that squad. Right, James removed 6 models. God, painful. Guardian Sergeant still removed from play.
Glory,
James had
though.
to, yeah,
Glory.
James had to trade in the sergeant there from that squad. But look at that huge gap that's opened up now with the Turbogon being removed from play. So very effective here. Well done. We'll press on. A bit more firepower to come. Firepower continues. Pistol shot here from the sergeant. Hit, auto wounded, and I failed to save.
Who was that?
The Carnifex. Unnamed. Sergeant
Anonymous.
across here, yeah. So down to 2 wounds left. Now James is volleying with heavy 3. 21 shots coming through.
Guardsmen of the 18th, present fire! Answer! Lock and load! Give him another volley! Fire!
Cock dice. Go ahead. Reroll. Rerolling once. Oh, that is your reroll once.
That is my reroll.
Right. So now James is trying to wound with...
I don't have to wound with some of these.
Yeah, loads. There's 6, I think, have come through. Or auto wounds. If guardsmen, if las guns bring down a Carnifex here... Oh.
Just like in the movie, Cadia stands. Warhammer Plus.
Can he add to the total? No. 6 saves. Just don't roll 2
Old
ones.
grudges. +1 to wound.
I can.
Ah! Oh, another wound taken. Down to 1 wound left. 1 wound left on this Carnifex. And then it's gone. There'll be another one of those destroyed.
Screamer killer.
Right, no mucking about here. This is Marcus Frey's available with a fully
Rounding, sir!
turret. Heavy bolters, las cannon.
Lock and load.
Turn the Carnifex is on -1, just the angle that James is
3
coming
plus
from here.
D6 shots. Gun elevation. 5, sir. 8 shots coming in.
No -1 for this one, so hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, target weapon, sir.
This is the Mephisto Screamer Killer.
Fire!
Okay.
2. 1 auto wound. Strength 8.
Toughness 7, 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Ooh, yes.
Oh, yes, good.
AP minus 2.
4s. Oh, yeah, block 3.
4 damage.
4 damage taken, dropping down to 5. Significant enough, though. Well done. Las cannon shot. Be a hero. Get that las cannon hit. Get a 6. James will go ballistic if he gets it. Wrong dice.
Yes!
AP -3.
Yeah.
You're in it. You're done.
Oh, we blocked it. What would the damage have been? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Died.
Okay.
Heavy voltage.
6 shots. 6s would be amazing. None. And it's 5s.
Excuse me.
Take them back.
It's 5s.
Sorry.
There's only 1 5 came through, so it's only 1 hit.
+1 to wound.
Oh, helpful for sure.
No. That's only for core units. Beg your pardon.
Go ahead.
So.
No wound coming through. Okay, James reckons he's going to try and charge that Carnifex to finish it off. Alright, so that shooting phase finished. It's been eventful enough for sure. There's charges apparently. We're going to charge phase next. Right, so charge taking place across here. Carnifex has been charged by the Psyker, the Priest, and the Command Party. Missile Launcher's gone in as well. Struggled to put the models exactly where they're meant to be, but he has gone in. He'll count as fighting. Whether he charged or not, we're going to heroically intervene anyway. Again, struggling to get the model through the gap, but that has gone in. So the Swarm Lord has got involved here against the Missile Launcher. But that's the combats that are lined up here. Just 1 bayonet stab will do. 1 failed save and the Carnifex will come down. Right, fighting first with Devin Matthews, the commander. He's got a power fist. Will he take the glory? There's no danger of interrupt play.
3
attacks, needing 4s.
Commander.
3 attacks. -1 to hit 'cause of the power fist. 4s.
Double 6.
Rerollable because he's a character. Because of the priest.
No.
3 hits.
Wow.
Strength is ×2. Strength 6.
Priest give him anything? No.
No.
5s.
2
Double 6.
AP -3.
-3. 5 ups. I got him.
Yep.
Death throws. We'll have to check. I don't think so, but it might do. It does go off. Does explode. 6. James will take it on the command squad, and it's going to be the Master of Ordnance that goes. So
I'll patch him up later.
okay, so he's been removed from play. What a trade-off, though. Carnifex gone. Good charge, James. Well done. All right, so celebration's taking place. We've just resolved the Swarm Lord, and it has destroyed Tyler Grizzle. Here, the missile launcher remaining from that squad. So he's now pushed through to here. So celebrations going on, but walking behind them is a Swarm Lord, so can't celebrate too much at this stage. But Tyranids have taken a real battering here. James has taken out a number of key units for them. How many? I've got 1 Screamer Killer left. Tervagon's gone. Exocrine's gone. So over half our monsters destroyed. Yeah, got Neurophrope left, but really have been thinned here. I think over half my army has been destroyed. So effective work here from the Guard. Casualties have been heavy for both sides. So the game is still, the battle still rages for sure. Victory is not guaranteed for either side. But maybe the Guard have done just enough to tip the game in their favour. James did go first in this game, so maybe we can assess it better when the Tyranids have had their third turn. We'll resolve a bit of morale, give you an update on the score. Alright, so pretty good turn from James. Points coming in for him. Getting past the Tyranids here, so he's ahead. But Tyranids do have a turn in hand. This could well be a very, very close game, this one. 8 points of primaries, well done. Boots on the ground are 3 points coming. Because James has multiple infantry squads in different table quarters. And then, the best of all, bring it down. My larger monsters, such as the Tervigon, the Exocrine, they are 3 victory points each. Convexes are a point each, but the big monsters are very valuable here. So a total of, including the Carnifex, is 10 points picked up for that primary. Nothing for banners. James has been a bit busy here so far. But there's turns coming where he can start putting banners down. So 30 points in total. We're on about 25. So the score's tight enough. Tyranids have a turn in hand. They've got to try and leapfrog ahead of the Guard here. There's some resources remaining. There is a Swarm Lord right in the heart of James's army. He'll cause trouble. There's a Screamer Killer which can move quick enough. And we still have some firepower support. This flank, though, is looking particularly weak at this stage for the Tyranids. We've gone to their third turn. Middle stage of the game for them coming up next. Alright, so moving for the Tyranids on their turn 3. +1 to hit rolls to the Gaunt squad and are shifting back towards that objective. Banner was lost across there. Neurophropes moved down. Shifted these across to here. Going to try and fire at the Ogrins as best we can. 9-inch moves, slowly but surely moving across here with the Tyrannifex. It does have line of sight through the -1 terrain against the Liam Ross. 11-inch moves here made by the Screamer Killer. It's been given objective secured and reroll hit rolls that came from the Swarm Lord, and he's not moved. He's happy to sit where he is to unleash psychic powers whilst on the objective and potentially charge. That's movement done. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Right, so Psychic Phase finished. Smite took a wind off the Chimera. Neuroparasite then from the Neurophrope. Nasty 6 mortal wounds on the squad across there. I was trying to exceed their toughness when he maxed out 6 mortal wounds on the Cadian Shock Troop squad. And then across here, Smite from... Smite was denied. No. Smite went through 2 mortal wounds, but they were Medic Feel No Pain, blocked both of those, and then Psychic Scream managed to kill the Vox Man.
No, Vox Man.
Yeah, okay.
Master Vox.
Okay, Master Vox removed from play. That's Psychic Phase finished. Gone to Shooting Phase next. Do this one. Longbow BB into the Russ. 3 shots to M4s. This is a big one. Ooh, we get 1 hit come through. Our CP reroll at this point. We've still missed because of the AdMech terrain. We'll try and wound now with the one that goes through. Yeah, we do. So -4, 1 save, a 6+. Yeah, this is with the Rupture Cannon.
Oh, 1.
Okay. So, D3 plus 4? Yes, D6 plus 4. So that's 9.
4 wounds left.
Oh, Rupture Cannon. It is nasty. Just 1 shot got through and caused 9 wounds, stripping the tank down to 4. Okay, almost got it, but it survived just about. Right, Shooting Phase finished.
Cruel.
So we pressed on. Particularly good firepower from these firing through. Wiped out with their strength 5 AP -1 weapons. Taking out the Ogrins, wiped them out entirely, so they're gone. Firepower from here, 2 guardsmen slain from that squad. There's 8 gone from that Cadian squad as well. So Shooting Phase is now finished. We're going to charges. There's a few here for the Tyranids. Alright, so Screamer Killer's gone in against the Commander and the squad. Swarm Lord's gone in just to the edge of that unit, so I can stay within 3 inches of the objective. Then across here, Gaunts and Neurophrope have gone into combat as well. So get these combats resolved here for the Tyranids as they finish off their turn 3. Right, so combat's resolved across here, quite brutal. Midnight Miniatures gone. That's the melter gun from this command team. It was chopped to pieces by the Swarm Lord. Also lost Raycross on the banner. Devin Matthews, the commander. Medic's gone, squad wiped out. That's across here. 2 characters do remain though. Fighting across here, 7 casualties on this squad. 2 wounds went through, but a refractor field save was made. So 5 wound model drops to 2. Attacking back a wound was caused, but we passed an armor save against that power sword. 1 each across here between the infantry squad and the Gaunts. An exchange of 0 between the Psyker and the Chimera. That's combat's resolved. Bit of morale here. A few guard units have taken a battering this turn. Right, morale. These passed. Well done. The squad over there busted morale and then failed attrition, so they wiped out. Tragedy. So James loses that objective. And then morale busted on there as well, losing a model but keeping Anthony Leach alive. So morale units, guard squad's starting to crumble with morale. It's frustrating for James. It's a butcher's game, this one. Oh, brutal battle.
Can't kill the monsters, it's so tough.
Both sides taking a heavy battering in this game. Tyranids may be edging it. They're getting more points coming through. We'll give you a summation on the points at this stage. It's 3 turns each now, so we can give you an idea on the score. So yeah, Tyranids are ahead by a bit, not by much. 12 points of primaries this turn. No scanning taking place. No prisoners, about 4, 5, 6 points. Bring it down. No, we didn't. No, we struggled here. And then banners, a point coming through. 34 points there. Add maybe about 5 to that. It's about 39 points at this stage, if you include no prisoners. To James's 30. So Tyranids are ahead, but not by much here. Scoreline quite low for both sides. We're going to need to go on to turn 4 for sure. We're going to turn 4 for the guard. See if they can catch up. And just try and tip the scales again. Just knock Tyranid units out. Stop us from scoring. A handful of units left for both sides. Yeah, turn 4 for the guard next. Right, so turn 4 for the Astra Militarum. Falling back in a wound restored on the tank. Sentinels on the move. Chimera's moved across and grabbed that objective. James has picked up no points of primary, so not on any objectives. So he's going to try and rectify that as quickly as possible. All the characters closing in here for a final showdown against the Swarmlord. We'll see how that goes. And then across here, hopping into the transport, you can fall back out of combat and go into a transport vehicle. So James has done that with the lone guardsman with the melter gun, and then staying in close combat to shoot at the Neurophrope with the Chimera.
You shoot at the Neurophrope.
You do, yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's now going to be Psychic Phase next. Psychic Phase finished. Mortal wound caused against the Swarmlord from Smite. Psychic Maelstrom was failed purely because of Shadow in the Warp. James Command rerolled and failed again purely because of Shadow in the Warp. 2 6s rolled, and then -1 dropping to 5. And the power didn't go off, frustratingly here for the guard. So shooting phase for them next. Okay, shooting here, dropping down to 8 wounds left on the Swarmlord. That was 5 power coming in from a las cannon, got through against him. 5 power from across here as well, not too much damage, really. It was the las cannon that caused trouble. Then across here, 3 gaunts slain, that was 5 power from the Chimera. Some wounds coming through, it passed all my saves with the Neurophrope from the other Chimera, locked in close combat. That shooting phase finished. We'll go on to charges next, which James does have some of the characters. What's left of them here are going to go in desperation against the Swarmlord. Alright, so desperate combat taking place. As you can see, the infantry squad's gone. By a miracle, the Psyker survived with a wound left. So too is the Commissar with a wound left. That model means it's contesting this objective across here. So well done, it's denied the Tyranids some points. That's Commissar Ray, so bravery from him. Helping to keep the guard.
His model has a 4+ invulnerable save.
That's on the priest, yeah. Right, well done.
Double 6 anyway.
Yeah, James blocked 2 wounds coming through against him. I already split my attacks up with the bone sabres, but James passed a number of saves or absorbed the damage, keeping models alive. Then a combat across here. There's no wounds coming through. That's the turn finished. We'll calculate points here at the end of turn 4 for the guard. Guard may well be staring defeat in the face here. It's the lack of points coming through. It's just 2 points coming through this turn. 1 for boots on the ground, 1 for bring it down for destroying the Carnifex. So it puts the score at about 40 points to 32 here. Tyranids are ahead. They're about to get some more points coming through for just about holding on to that objective. And this one, that'll give them another 8 in the right direction. The only chance James has on his turn 5 is to rush through and grab objectives at the end of his turn and do well on secondaries. We'll push on, turn 4. Here for the Tyranids next. Yeah, I kind of got things back to front here. It's Tyranids that have the last turn. It'll be them that can move out and grab objectives and so on. So we really do think they've got the advantage here.
I've got no troops left. I can't really mobilise any flexible units.
It's a noble effort from the guard army. The Tyranid army's been hammered. Casualties have been heavy on both sides. So I've spent a CP and frustratingly, despairingly, I think is the description for James's turn. Back up to 10 wounds. and remaining in close combat with the Swarm Lord as it stands, defiant, screaming on that objective. 4 points, 8 points picked up for primaries. We held this one and the one across the other side. These gaunts have since stretched across and raised a banner on that one. Got themselves in range of it. We've pushed through to here and now claimed this one. And then across the other side, the other gaunts have raised a banner as well. And the Neurofreight remains in close combat. So that's movement done. We're going to Psychic Phase here. Number of Psychics still alive. We'll go with those next. Oh boy, Psychic Phase was useful here. Commissar Red Cross succumbed to a Psychic Scream. And then across the other side, Super Smite destroyed the Chimera, and then we did a Neuroparasite on the Survivor as he crawled out of the Chimera. This has been a grisly game of Warhammer 40,000. Guardsmen fighting Tyranids in the desert. James, Starship Troopers. That's what it's been like.
Bugs! Bugs!
Right. Psychic Phase finished. We're going to Shooting Phase. We're sensing that the Hive Mind begins to dominate here. Okay, combats. Shooting and combat's been resolved. So firepower here. One of the Sentinels picked off. That's firepower from the Rupture Cannon from back here. Then we went on to close combats. Ongoing combats. James did get 2 wounds come through with the Psychic Stave. We blocked one and then Blade parried the other. It's real like, just despairing for the guard as they desperately fight on. And then that was it for close combats. We then struck back and brought the Psyker down and the Priest. They were hacked limb from limb, all in front of the commander, who I think would be happy enough to give up against this objective across here. So that's combat's resolved, turn finished. No real morale for anybody. We will calculate points at this stage as we finish turn 4 for the Tyranids. Yeah, points come in here. Tyranids have victory. I think we're going to stop the carnage here at this point with a defiant Swarm Lord.
Tyranids stopping the carnage? I've never heard of that expression.
Well, leave it to your imagination. It's a bit of a standoff now. It's just a gap opened up. I think the guard would sound the retreat and pull back. Leave this area to be infested by the Tyranids, perhaps with the Space Marines to try and clear out. But Tyranids do have victory points coming through. Another 4 points, or 8 points for primaries. Bring it down was 2 for the Chimera, 1 for the Sentinel. A point picked up for banners. And then we've positioned ourselves. We go on to turn 5. Know the way the game's going to go. James is going to get 4 points across there, and that's it. And then when it comes around to the Tyranid turn, we're in control of 4 objectives. It's quite likely we'll continue to hold all 4 of those, in which case we'll get another 12, and it just puts the game, makes it impossible for the guards. Tyranids do have victory, for sure, here against the Astra Militarum. But a noble effort from them, for sure. They fought tough and hard throughout the game. And there's points where they tipped the battle. They started to cause damage. Tyranids units started to get thinned out, but so too were the guard, and Tyranids won that race.
It was infantry that lost the game, really, because they just got mowed down, really.
Yes.
Had no flexibility left.
Yeah, infantry taken
and
away.
It was just the smiting and stuff like that. So.
Psychic Phase was pretty strong for the Tyranids, yeah, it was overwhelming at times. And then usually the guard can fire at comfort from the back, but Tyranid artillery reaped a heavy toll against them. Good contest, though, and it's definitely at both sides in with a chance against each other in these encounters. But in this particular instance, the Tyranids have overrun this position. Good game, though, James. Always a classic, isn't it?
It is.
For years, we've been fighting away. Tyranids against guard. So
ever since 2005.
Was it really? That's when we got back into 40k, wasn't it? 2005.
Yeah.
Okay. Silver level patch.
To get grey hairs now.
Yes.
Our Lord General is getting a little bit older.
Oh.
And wiser.
Yes.
And more crazier than
Yes.
ever before.
Silver level patrons Dawson Back and Rebecca Flack, Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Peter Goodall, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level for Patreon. So if you enjoy our games, you want to see more, we do have bonus content. That's for YouTube channel membership. If you join Aspect Warrior level or above, you get access to our bonus content, and it does help support the channel. Check out James's channel, subscribe to him for more Guard and Space Marine games, and James obviously has his Patreons and YouTube channel members as well. Links for that in the video description below. So, units of the game for both sides. Number of contenders, really. What about him? Not a wound taken. Taking out targets. I do like the Rupture Cannon. It's a good weapon. Lumbering piece of artillery. Very, very useful unit for sure. Screamer Killers were good. I'm going to do Swarm Lord. Sorry. Survivability.
Yes.
Close combat, hacking stuff down. Really thinned out the guard towards the end of the game. Psychic power is useful enough. So Swarm Lord it is. And just for the fact that it drove James mad during the games. The Decapitator takes the crown. Add more heads to add to his collection. And then James, your general...
Honourable mention to the Sentinels. They did their job very well.
Fire support, yeah. Good from them.
Shame about the last moment. The Chimeras did very well.
Yeah, useful. Very useful, yeah.
They're a lot better now.
Yeah.
Units of the game. It's a tough one.
Honourable mention to the Russes.
Yeah, the Russians. Not so well they did.
Yeah.
It's the
Outmatched.
-1 damage that was the killer. Against your monsters.
So...
I'm going to give it to... I think the Psyker did really well.
Again, Supernova. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, decent sight. Amongst all the psychic horror going on, he was a hero in this game. So that's units of the game for both sides. Keep a lookout for battles on YouTube and on channel membership. Check out James's channel as well. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.